Welcome everyone back for another episode of the GG Millions. This is episode number 56, season 2024. Joined by Belea, Razvan. I'm Jeff Gross. Belea, how are you?
Hello everyone. I'm good, thank you. And you?
I'm good, man. I'm in your favorite city. I'm in Paris. You won a
Nice.
seven-figure score here. I know you have good memories there. We're going to be covering some top-class players today, as well as gearing up for the World Series of Poker. Hope to see many of you in Vegas. Belea, you are coming to the World Series. You will be in Las Vegas this year.
This year it's year of Romania, baby. So yeah, I'm going for it.
I love it. Well, listen,
I want an European, and now I want the World Cup. You know.
Hey, it's good to be greedy in poker. You gotta want to win. You gotta want it all. Today we're playing with some of the biggest names in the game. As always, 10K buy-in from Sunday, where the $10,000 entry will then take you to final table for Tuesday. That is today. There it is, 1,250,000. A little lower than normal, of course. The World Series of Poker going on, right? So a little less entries. That makes sense. Still such a healthy prize pool. $271,000 going to first place. Guaranteed 37,000, almost 4 buy-ins for ninth. And some familiar faces. We have 2 3-time winners on the show. Andras, Nemeth, one of the best players to ever do it online. Also almost 6 million live earnings. Pedro, Garagnani, also very, very accomplished. And then you got Ottomar, Ladva, who has got 3 titles as well. There you see Andras with 94 big blinds, has 2 final tables, I believe, from this season alone. And you can see Space, someone who we see so frequently, does not have a title. So many final tables today, very healthy stack. We'll see how he gets along. And Ilya, someone we've seen a lot of lately, all over the place. So many times he's been here. And of course, Brazil and all representing. We got 3 Austrians, 2 Brazilians comprising our 9 players. Pretty crazy stats, as always. Those guys from those countries seem to be doing very well, and we see them again. Belea, before we dive into action, we're about to take you to the featured table. Who do you know here? Who have you played with the most, and who are you most familiar with?
Yeah, I met Andras last year in WSOP. He's a really nice guy. He's my neighbor here
Belea, can you
near
hear me?
Romania. Yeah, you hear me?
Okay, yeah, no, I just cut out for a second, but I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. I'm sorry, who's your neighbor?
Yeah, I was saying about Andras. He's my neighbor so he's from Hungary originally. Now I think he's living in Austria, but he's Hungarian, and I know him. He's a really nice guy. I played with Ottomar as well. I played with Pedro, and yeah, that's it. The rest, and Ilya, I know Ilya as well. Yeah.
Very, very nice. Well, yeah, we're going to be calling again to a winner today. We're going to see the action kick off right away as we are in a open and a big blind decision.
Yeah, I expect
I am
Andras
actually
to
having
be
a little
playing a
bit.
lot of hands.
I think I'm having a bit of connection issue. Sorry if you guys.
For my part, it's all good.
Yeah, I think this is again probably the most experienced player at the table. It's a little choppy. I'm not sure if it's my internet or yours. I'm having a little trouble hearing you, but I think I got you now. And I see the board.
You're having a bit of lag.
It's a bit of lag. Okay, on the road here, guys. Apologize. Maybe you're gonna have to move spots here if this keeps up. But at the moment, we do see the first raise and takedown. Ottomar, again, we mentioned super strong player. Gonna go ahead and pick up the pot. Obviously, hitting a nice flop there. And how much have you played with Andras, Belea?
I played live a bit, and I played online quite a bit as well. He's a long grinder. Like he's playing for maybe more than 10 years online. He's very well known. And yeah, he played nosebleeds from what I know. He played everything. He played Omaha. He played cash game, high stakes cash games. So yeah, I think it's one of the best here in this final table, and I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, very talented player. If you're down for a wager on dinner, we can do that again. Run it back, red or black. You can choose the color. We'll alternate. We'll have the audience involved, and I do have a tweet as well. That is already out. Jeff Gross Poker pin tweet. Good luck to everyone there. That'll be a $50 cash, and then we'll do a 50 or 100. You want red or black?
Red.
Red it is. All right. Well, good luck to you. Good luck to everyone at home. Want to say welcome everyone where you're watching in the world. Hope you get to the World Series of Poker. I'm going to be heading that way shortly. I know Belea just said he is too and looking to win. He's won an EPT Paris Live. How much was that again? 7 figures, over $1 million, right? To first?
1.1, yeah, 1.17.
Sweet. Those 7-figure scores hard to come by in the live tournament games. It does happen, and you did get it, and we're going to see if you are going to get it again in Vegas. And then please say hello to myself, Belea, if you guys see us there, and we'll have a giveaway again for you here shortly. Sorry about the internet disconnect. I think we're back.
You won already 2 giveaways against me. I'm pretty unlucky in this, but yeah, maybe this time I will win it.
It might. It's gonna get. It starts adding up. It goes from dinner to night out. Then we go from there for after the full on. This will see if I can go 3 for 3 against you. So you said red. You're gonna start with the first pick at least, or first. I'm sorry. You can take first or second and third. It's your choice.
First.
Okay. Who would you like?
Andras for sure.
Andras, okay, understandable. I will go ahead and take Ottomar and Space. I feel Space's day. He's had so many final tables with not a title. So I'll take second and third Ottomar and Space, and now it is your pick.
You didn't pick 2 and 3?
Yeah, I do. I got Ottomar and Space.
Oh, Ottomar and Space. Okay. Okay. I will get Pedro, Garagnani.
It's a good pick. I will take the other Brazilian there, Boianovsky, and that will be, let's see. Okay, so I got a Brazilian here. It's Queen Jack suited, going for the bet on the river. We'll take it down. Space got out of the way there. Nice hand from Pedro, and puts him up to 1.5. So that is your pick right now.
I don't really know. Bang it. Bang it. Okay, I go with Bang it. I like his screen name.
Okay, and then I will take the Wordska down there, and I think that leaves oh, there's still 2 more. No, you get
yeah, Ilya and Khaanos. How is pronouncing?
You know, I'm feeling generous today, and you've not had a lot of luck with me. You can have both those. I'm going to give you the bottom 2. So that's what we got. The audience get $100 if one of my players win 50. If one of Belea's win, he has got those players. I have got the rest. We went through it. Good luck to everyone at home watching. Hope you guys are having an amazing time, enjoying your summer, and we'll see, hopefully, you at the World Series of Poker. I'm getting excited about the WSOP. I gotta say, it's like, I like the quality over quantity. I like
every
to just
year
go play the main.
It's so amazing. Yeah.
It's
you
fun.
meet so many guys there that you're playing a lot online, and the atmosphere is really nice. GG Lounge also, I like it very much to relax between the tournaments. So yeah, it will be fun times.
Yes, it will. I think I'll just hit off my.
Are you coming alone there, or?
I am. Hold on one sec. I think I just knocked off my. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, I just dropped out. Yeah, I'm actually going to come solo. I'm not going to bring the kids. I'm not going to bring everyone. What about you? Just congrats on your baby as well.
Yeah,
you just
thank
had a
you.
Baby.
Yeah, 1 month. It's nice. It's not easy, but it's to be a father.
But you'll be coming. Cool. You'll be coming solo. I take it.
Yeah, solo. Yeah. My wife will stay at home with him. He's too small to travel all these hours. I have like 15 hours flight. So it's not.
That is a long trip, and definitely not one you want to take with a super small child. As Ottomar showing us a little bit of moxie there with the ace-5 suited, does get the better hand to fold. Can't blame the player for releasing ace-9 suited, and we are going to see Ottomar go to work with some nines. Couple big hands here. Could be interesting. How do you approach this when you're the big stack? It's early position raise. You get to put pressure.
Yeah, we need to 3-bet a lot here. So this is for sure an easy 3-bet by him. He will have worse hands for sure to 3-bet as well. So ace king, it's top of his range here. And a lot of pressure now for Ottomar, so I expect him to just call always, not much to do. And let's see some post-flop play. Oh, he didn't want to play post flop. He's conserving the stack. Sometimes you conserve a bit the stack.
How much of that is the respect for Andras versus just the ICM consideration? You know, if that's an unknown or if that's someone else, do you think that it's that close where Ottomar is going to call in that spot?
I think Andras is the right guy to call, to be honest, because he's well known for his aggression, so he will have a lot of hands to three bet there. So I don't mind taking the flop with him, especially with nines there. I mean, I think we are supposed to have some calling range, right? So if we are flatting ace queen suit, ace jack suit. I think we need to have some pairs. I think even jacks wants to flat there. So jacks, tens, and nines, I will put it into my calling range and maybe start folding eights.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm just wondering if that, the ICM is just so it's just too much to go to bat
It's
there.
a lot of, yeah.
Yeah.
In general, you don't really want to flat too many hands in ICM scenarios, right? Especially with this like really two shorties and two more that they have a big risk factor to be knocked out. So in general, you want to play 4-bet or fold in that scenario. So maybe that's why Ottomar decided to play his strategy as a 4-bet or fold.
Yep, here we go on the river. Ace, queen, ace, seven, and Andras with a, kind of a middling hand on this board. Ace, seven could be good, but with the action, the big blind defense going to be pretty tight. And
just
now
a showdown, I guess. I don't think Andras will go for bluff. Yeah. Easy check.
Yeah, both players. Some showdown doesn't decide to put the aggression on there. Did have a good chance to have the best hand, and as we see here, we will fold to our first blind on blind, bang it from Mexico against a tough player here. Small blind, big blind. Gonna just give the walk.
Yeah, the ICM pressure is pretty big here, so some will just fold a bit too much. Andras again with the open, which is pretty standard, and space in big blind with pocket nines, I think not much to do outside flatting here because of the ICM. And I think even in GPV it's fine to just flat nines against under the gun.
Yeah, again, it is nine-handed. Does get out flopped here. Nines does have a heart. Ace, six, deuce. Both players okay with the flop. Top pair for one, mid pair could be good, and then has backup with the heart. Of course, a little uncomfortable, out of position,
Bet
calling,
call.
and yeah, check call. That is one of the nicer looking
nice
cards
turn
in the deck. Goes from feeling okay to great. Heart would have been kind of middling. This is definitely a nice scenario for space now. Let's see how he plays it. Going to come out leading.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this lead on a 9. I mean, Andras can have, he can still have aces, he can still have flashes. I think Space is recognizing his range that he will check a lot on turn, so he wants to extract some value here and don't give opportunity of for Andras to check back and see the river, because that will happen a lot. And he will bet. I'm really curious if Andras will find a fold here. Space can still have some bluffs here for sure. So for Andras will be pretty hard to fold an ace. But he is capable of adjusting the range properly here. It's pretty
Yeah, I
hard to
mean,
fold against this size.
yeah, I'll be honest too. Space, again, player has a lot of results here. He's had a lot of final tables. Doesn't seem like someone that's been super out of line, at least from my experience. And then, from there, you're catching. You think, what does he got? I guess he has the King of Hearts as a bluff, like in his hand, or some.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's kind
and
of hard to
Andras
start
found the fold.
thinking of bluffs there. Yeah.
Yeah, in general, it'd be pretty hard to have bluff and lead on the turn. Really nice fold by Andras. He didn't think much at all, neither. I like these players that they don't take too much time to take their decisions. So that means they know what they are doing. So Andras is having millions of hands here.
Yeah, Pedro's another player with a lot of final tables. Number 8 on the
Yeah.
Brazil all-time money list, has 12 final tables in the GG Millions with no wins. So someone else very dangerous to look to get going here. You can see, not afraid, going to come in with the 6-7 suited 9-handed under the gun. Bit
I'm not sure ICM it's an open here, but I think we all know Brazilians that they are capable of doing a lot of aggression pre-flop and post-flop as well. Oh no, Andras is reconnecting with Ace King.
Well, that would be one
Hopefully,
of the things that would have to go right for him to win this hand, is that the ace king suited would disconnect, and it's looking like a sweat. There is a chance that is going to happen here. 10 seconds left. This is kind of crazy. It goes for a wide
yeah,
open and a big swing for him if he
that's
does
not fun
fold.
at all, you know. It's not fun when it's a final table in a big final table.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. Big swing, picks up, he wins the chips instead of getting 3-bet and folding. So, and gets getting a light open through. Big moment there where Andras is going to be the chip leader and sitting out. Pretty crazy. We've seen it before. Very rare final table internet issues or disconnections. Look, I had an internet issue to start the show. This
Yeah,
is
it can
this is
happen.
definitely, it happens, but not
You
fun
can't control
stuff.
it, but you
Yeah,
always need a backup. So you need two
yeah.
internets or something.
Hopefully he'll find that again. Everyone at the table not going to mind seeing one of the game's best out, and there he goes. Got to be tilting. See that ace king, he's going to notice that he did fold that, but again, not the end of the world. It wasn't like mid hand or a river. Could be worse. Could have been chips in the
Yeah,
middle
it
and it's
wasn't a
timeout or
setup or
something.
something, so
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
big
You never
deal.
know. Maybe, who knows? Whatever. This is it is what it is. And a Pedro, pretty nice start here. Is going to get the walk in the 6-7 suited through early, as we are still 9-handed again, joined by Belea Razvan, your EPT pairs champion from a few years ago, 7-figure score. And he has also streams on Twitch. Where else can people follow along with your social?
Yeah, Instagram at Belea Razvan altogether. Facebook as well. Not much on Twitter. Also, I want to have a big shout out for my national team, Romania, which won yesterday 3-0 against Ukraine. So good job, guys, there. They made me really happy. I mean,
Yeah, it's listen, Euros is like the World Cup, right? It's similar. It's that
yeah,
big, that most of the best teams in the world. It's exciting, it's fun, it's every 4 years, and obviously Romania, that's a pretty big upset, I believe. Well, I don't know where they're ranked in the world, but 3-0 on the biggest stage, basically the biggest
we,
stage, right behind the
yeah,
World Cup. Give them a
we
big
are not
result.
ranked. We are not ranked too high, so we started for sure underdogs, and it was crazy that we won 3-0. So yeah, amazing.
Yeah, it's been
They
some
played really
exciting
good,
games.
yeah.
A couple upsets so far. Euros, of course, very exciting time, and taking place in Germany for the month. So that'll be interesting to see who comes out. You have any predictions other than, of course, your team that you want to win? Who do you like to win it?
Yeah, hopefully for now I want Romania to get through the groups. But overall I liked Spain and Germany. I think these two are the best at the moment from what I've seen.
Yeah, we see a 3-bet there. Nice pickup there from Wartska, one of the unknowns at the final table that don't really have any previous history in the GG Millions. Going to make a nice 3-bet. Not every player is going to take that. Kind of mandatory, I think, but could flatter, maybe play a little differently. He does go for a small 3-bet, and Andras does lay it down. King 10 offsuit, the taxi cab. Anyone in Houston, say hello. That's known as the taxi cab. I think it was coined there, that particular hand. And Andras still at 3 million. He is your chip leader by a decent bit. A little less entries today, as we mentioned, with the World Series of Poker going on. So a little less stacks, little chips in the tournament. And maybe having internet issues again here. Not much to think about Jack 3 off, as we see pretty dusty hands. Nothing really that good for anyone, but I don't think Andras is considering the Jack 3 off.
Maybe, internet problem. Maybe he's doing something with his setup or internet, putting new internet. But this sucks.
Sitting out again is a
he
bit
will
of
open
annoying.
for sure in this spot, I think. Yeah.
We've had so many big hands with like literally we've seen it all, right? We've seen so many coolers and huge starting hands, aces, kings, queens, some really big hands in the last few weeks early on. And here, we've seen some pretty ugly hands. Like no one's even getting the hand to defend. It's been like the distribution has been wild. Even 6-7 suited opened up and ace king was there, but didn't even get to play. Look at this again. No one with a very strong hand. King queen and ace 8 could play.
King queen will open. Yeah, and we will see a defend by Ottomar.
Yep, this is gonna be in a flop. I think you're right. This is a decent flop. Both players going to be okay with it. We got king queen with the diamond, king 6 ace, the diamond of the queen being relevant, but behind ace 8 gonna be.
I think it's a c-bet range spot for Pedro here, so he will do that, and Ottomar pretty easy call. And now I think we see the river. Having the queen of diamond, we can't really bet here, even without, but having the queen of diamond is pretty bad here to start betting, to bet turn as well. We are blocking some of Ottomar flats on the flop. And let's see what Ottomar size is now, because he will value bet an ace, trying to extract value from a king here, from some weaker aces even. Pedro can have a7, ace5.
Yeah, this is, again, I say it all the time, this is what separates sort of the greats from the good, the ones that are able to know what their opponents not only have likely, but what sizings to Pedro
construct. Can really find a fold. I think having the queen of diamond, as I said, is pretty bad to have it. So I think calling without queen of diamond will be good, and folding with queen of diamond is decent here. But let's see if he can find it.
Right, you got to start thinking, what's he doing with king jack? Probably not betting like this. So then it's like, is he going to just bet his missed flush draws when the ace comes and his opponent can have ace king or what? Other hands, like what is he really going to bet and go hard at this with the missed flush draw? It's, I don't know. It just, like you said, I think he could find a fold here. A lot of history. Players definitely know each other. A lot of final tables, even this season for GG alone.
It's taking some time.
Does go ahead and
he
call.
Didn't. And nice spot for Ottomar. Getting closer for the chip lead. Getting closer near Andras.
Yeah. I think it is so interesting about the blocking, unblocking, these type of hands and close calls. If you were to really break it down and look at these really close calls when you're like, it's so, you're on the fence. I think that it really does make a difference with these little nuances.
Even the small EV is making huge difference on long runs.
Yeah, big deal. It is.
This is why some good tire regs will make more money than the other good regs, right? They are taking better decisions in spots similar with this.
Yeah, again,
But yeah.
something to consider about the pedigree. Ottomar, I think that's something Pedro's considering. Capable guy's won 3 titles. He's here. He's a regular. Maybe Bang It or Wart's got guys that aren't here, maybe satellite in or don't have as much experience. You may kind of think less likely they're going to bluff as well. I think that's something that I consider too as someone capable of bluffing. Are they willing to bluff? How do they play?
Ottomar
So this
for
is
sure is the guy to bluff in that spot. For sure he will have bluffs there. He's not afraid to play against Andras, as we can see. Open queen 6 suited, which is standard, and c-bet take it down. I want to see some action,
I will say, listen, everyone at home, with so many familiar faces, we welcome everyone. Let us know in the world where you're watching from. Appreciate you being here. Hit that thumbs up if you're enjoying. But this has been one of the slower starts. We've only been about a half an hour, but we really haven't even had, much of a post-flop situation. The last few weeks on the show, there's been like crazy bluffs and, 4-betting queen 10 suited early on and playing a big pot. Here, we haven't even had really a chance for, even Ilya, the 2 short stacks have just blinded down too. They haven't really even been all in.
Yeah, but this spots matters as well because you will be there with these shitty cards, right? So you want others to play them, and maybe you can take some infos about how you should approach some spots like this. We see here with a limp Andras. I don't really mind even raising here 8-5 and raise fold it, putting pressure on Warska. You see there that we have 2 very short guys in our final table. So in general, I like to put pressure in this type of spots with my entire range, and I will have a huge raising range, and even, yeah, I think Andras, yeah, pretty easy to play now. It's easy when you have stack, it's the game, the flow is better, you feel better at the table, you can make some nice plays, some bluffs. When you are locked like the Austrian guy and Ilya, you just need to wait a good hand, right?
Yeah, this is one of those spots where Wartska just, I think, mandatory shove, even though you don't love it. It's just against the chip leader. You have 5s. He's opening so wide. Look, he didn't even have an over there with the 5 deuce suited, and nice spot from Wartska. Going to pick that up, and again here, just a pretty. Come on, GG, what's going on? This distribution is wild today. We're seeing these are. It's hard for anyone to find a face card. No suited aces. We got just couple 5-6 suited, but this has been,
sometimes it's just like this, especially when you have 12 tables and you just fold. You're waiting for some action and nothing comes. But the best decision is to fold. If you have a shitty hand, just trash it and wait for better spot or better day. When you don't have nothing to play, you can lose, right?
It's true. It's absolutely right. We're seeing Pedro limp in here, 5-6 suited. 2 Brazilians, I'm sure, know each other very well. Are going to check back, and both players hit the board. Top pair, bottom pair, little backdoor action. Both players have some straight draw, flush draw possibilities. Pedro going to check the weak top pair, realizes the big blind range is going to have some decent hands, right, that check back.
You don't really want to bet call flop, right? You need to bet call flop, but you don't like it, so that's why he's balancing his checking range with some good hands. And now he's starting to barrel for sure to extract some value. Let's see if he will get the 1 call. I think Boianovsky is supposed to call 1 here, giving the size. And river is pretty close. Pedro should go pretty big here. because he wants to do it with all his bluffs. Like if you have a bluff like a 9 or a queen here, it's pretty good hand to bluff. So you want to target an 8, a 5, a 10 to fold. So in general, I will go even a bit bigger than this.
Yeah, 5 doesn't look so hot here, but at the same time, you call
Yeah, it's
turn,
like
stuff misses.
against this size 5, you know, you have a 5. He's betting like he wants value. Nice fold, nice fold.
Yeah, discipline. Very disciplined. Here we go. Got the nothing's no pair even. It's
The
crazy,
queen
man. I'm telling you,
3.
if you've seen recent weeks, we've seen kings to aces and queens to
Yeah, I know, I
what to
know.
some wild
I've
wild
been to a
hand play.
show where 4 people busted in like first 20 minutes or so, you know? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
but the
It's
blinds will
but hey,
go up and we will see some action.
yeah, no, I listen, sometimes being it's like slow is okay too. It takes a little bit to get going and then obviously as you said, people then we have a couple guys with like this guy has 4 big blinds, Ilya. So
Yeah.
there will be all in. Stuff will move. Stuff gets going. He is going to call, going to miss. Ace 5, top pair, 8-6, just absolute nothing. And SPR of 0.5. So just
Jason
wonder
is
if he's going
asking
to.
how to participate in the giveaway.
Well, first, so there's 2 giveaways. One is the Twitter on my Jeff Gross Poker. You can go there, retweet that, follow the instructions, and that is for $50. Then for a $50 or $100 ticket, all you have to do is stick around, hit the thumbs up, and then at the end of the show, we'll have a keyword for you where you guys can enter, and then it'll be randomly picked. And you will. The only thing you can do right now is hit the thumbs up. If you're enjoying the show, please do that, and that'll be the first part of the giveaway. And we will. I think there was someone, a couple people in the chat mentioned they were waiting on tickets. So again, just so you are clear, we get the info, I send it to GG, and there's sometimes a lag between getting it all handled and sent in, but you are in good hands. You will be getting sent that GG ticket. And myself, I send it out of my own pocket. The Twitter giveaway, usually in PayPal, do that. I actually just did a $2,000 giveaway for a thing for the Hustler Casino. It was fun. I took down this event there, it's a little 10K sit and go. And then I said I said before, if I win, I'll give away 2,000. And then I won, so that was fun. Did that.
Nice.
Yeah, that's always
How
so I
much was on top?
bubbled Helmuth for 4th for 0
Oh,
as well.
sick.
Nice.
He was raging.
No, it was like a promotional event sort of for karate combat. We did
Okay.
like at Hustler. So he was there, he was helping me. We put it on and it was fun. He was actually probably the least upset. I don't think he was upset really, but yeah, I'm sure deep down he's thinking some of these guys don't know how to play poker and I don't make the top, you know, I get 4th out of 9. So I'm sure he was a little upset, but he didn't show
Did
anything.
you sacked out on him?
No, man, of course not. He got it in. I had a 2 pair versus a draw. You know how I play, Belea. I got the goods.
Yeah.
I always got it. But yeah, it was fun. It was a good little event. We are seeing a couple pairs, 3 pairs at that. Jacks, deuces, threes, and no one gonna really get much of a crack. I guess Ottomar can
Even
defend
threes
here.
will fold here. It's dicey, but I think we still need to have some flats in small blind, even in ICM considerations. We can't really fold everything. For example, if we have like 7s, even 8s, we can start flatting some pairs, some broadways.
Well, Jack's gonna see the over, decides to check. Ottomar as the king 3 suited in space, checking back on the queen 5-6, turn ace.
Yeah, Ottomar can't do anything on ace. Space can go to showdown. In the same time, if you're checking here, you basically don't really have an ace, right? So, yeah.
I gotta say, this is the this is definitely the least amount of quality premiums we've seen at this stage. With
Ilya got
35
only
minutes in.
2 big blinds and didn't play a hand. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty
yeah,
crazy.
sometimes it's just like that.
Yeah, that's not how you dream it up though. You make the final table Sunday. You say I'm short. Let me get some rest. Come back. Anything could happen. You get in. You had your coffee, cold plunge. You're ready, and then you're down to 2 blinds with 9 left, and it's not the dream. But hey, it's not over.
One time I had like 60 blinds in a day too. I was going to gym. I was going to spa. Everything settled. Good mood. I
Yep.
sat down at the table. First hand, busted. Go home.
Crazy.
Sometimes, yeah.
It does matter though. I will say when you're in that good space and you feel good and you're early and you unbag your
Yeah, for
chips
sure.
and you're in the zone and when you're rushing in and you're late and you're ripping your bag open and you got spilling coffee, you got your wife calling you, and you're like that energy is a little hard to
Yeah.
make it really work. So, we've all been there, but well, ace 9 going to get a nice run out, taking into top 2. Queen 7.
Yeah. And Andras will just check now. No point of betting. Another pot for space. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's space time.
I mean, I got to check, but I'm going to say space. He's up there. He's got final tables on 23 cashes in season 1 with no final tables, 23 in season 2, 9 final tables, 23 cashes.
Wow.
And then 10 final tables this season. He has 19 final tables and no title. I mean,
Do you
that's
know
up
his
there.
real name?
It's not. It's just all we got is a username for space 411.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure. But playing some big tournaments, seems to enjoy himself and gets deep, and see what happens.
A really nice flop for bang it here, and he will bet. But Andras, I don't think he can do anything here.
Yep. Nothing. Ilya has less than 2 big blinds.
And a 9-3 suited.
Yeah, that's a bigger problem.
Patience. I won one time a tournament from one big blind in last 30. It can happen to anyone.
It definitely
As long
does.
as
It
you're
definitely.
waiting your spots, playing good, that's all it matters. Ottomar, he will start to raise a bit more now, I think, because he's getting close to the chip leader, so. Interesting.
There have been a couple main event winners that have had like two big blinds or less. I think Greg Mercer. I know Joe Cotta did at the final table even. So it's definitely happened. There's of course in some big spots we hear about it. I think Moneymaker did it he won the GGMillion in Montenegro as well. He might have had one big blind on the bubble or the final table, some crazy. I think he had one big blind.
Yeah,
It was all in ace
one
jack
big
of
blind.
queens and
One big
hit a
blind,
river
yeah.
ace as well. It was like some crazy river 7% to stay in, and then came back and won it. But I mean, that's serious.
More juicy like that, yeah.
Definitely never over. There we go. 8-9 suited, 9-10 off. Pedro will call. Both players like interested in the board. 9-10 with the best straight draw. Doesn't have a heart in the hand. Space with a pair. 8-9. Gonna go out, bet it. Blocks 2 pairs. Wants to deny equity for Broadway hands. Stuff that we just to call that could maybe catch up.
Yeah, on ace high we usually bet a lot. Yep. Because we have better aces than him. Mostly. Even 7s and 8s might shove pre-flop in Pedro's place, so we are pretty comfortable, but Pedro gets there. To be honest, I don't mind trying to bet one more time on turn. We can still extract value from from a 7, from some flush draws, even from 9-10. Pedro decided to check here after check turn. I don't think Space will have a value bet too often on the river if he didn't bet a turn. So, in my opinion, I think I will bet river in Pedro's shoes because Space is basically, after checking the turn, is telling him that he doesn't have too much from this, or he will have a showdown hand like he did, and he will always check river.
Yep. Here's
Like
Ottomar
he's
getting a
having
little out of line. Jack 8 off, and Jack's nice wake up
yeah.
there. This is actually the player known as Liz.
Some high stakes players are doing something like this, you know. I seen all over the place some weird opens, you know. Like this is not in theory an open for sure. Even Jack 9 offsuit, it's a pure fold. Even Jack 10, I think it's a pure fold pre-flop. But
As we
we are
mentioned,
humans. We don't need to always play as an EI or something, you know. It's fine from time to time to take some other lines, to be creative. I always like to be creative, but at the same time, you really know, you want to know where to start, you know, like to know the strategy and then to make some adjustments.
Yeah, it was an interesting size there. I'm curious on that. I want to say again, welcome everyone in the audience to tune in. We are going to be giving away a $50 or $100 ticket at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. And we will also, I got the $50 Twitter giveaway for you as well. My Jeff Gross Poker pinned tweet.
Not
I'll drop
many
the link in.
likes, guys. We have close to 500 watching now, and not many likes.
Yeah, we gotta get
like
this.
me.
I know it started slow. It started
You
slow.
don't like
Let's
Romania?
see if we can see here on. He needs a jack or an 8, or else we're gonna see our first knockout would take us to 8, and it is a clean run out. Pretty disappointing
Yeah.
for Ilya, but again, never got dealt in, never really had a spot, and just was basically
Nothing
blinded in. That's something rare to see, but that does happen. And there, our player Khaanos, if I'm pronouncing that
If you're
right.
sitting out or be there, it's the same, you know, like sometimes
Khaanos.
it's
Yeah, Khaanos with threes.
Andras will just start open quite a lot now. I know him that he really likes to put a lot of pressure, and Pedro doesn't give a shit now. He's just using some blockers to 3-bet an aggro chip leader like Andras, which is totally fine, I think. But I know Andras that can have some shoves, but for sure this hand not. Like if he's having a ace 4, ace 5 suited, he would. I think he will do it. He will shove here.
Let me ask you a question. Khaanos there with threes. If there was no 3-bet from Pedro, do you think Khaanos would have put it in there with the threes, or no? Because no fold equity go through and
no fold equity, but in the same time you have a pair against any two that Andras will open. So yeah, I think you need to do something. You can't blind out. So I will take the spot with threes, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, true. You could have. He did open.
If you have like 8 blinds, you know, if you have like 8 blinds, it's different. But this short, like, how many big blinds he got? Like 4,
6.
It's 40k, yeah.
It's close. It's close. Wow, look at this. King Jack off goes for the big size. Gets Ottomar to lay down the winner. Nice hand. Nice sizing there. And we are in the 8-handed sector of this tournament. This is a winning scenario, playing to a winner from Sunday. We are down to 8. Thank you for joining us again. Belea taking the time. When do you fly? You're going next week, or are you going for the main when you head out to Vegas?
27. I fly on 27.
Nice.
Yeah. I fly from 27 and I take like 15 hours flight and I will arrive still on 27 because
Wow.
of the jet lag, Yeah. I hate these long flights, but I love Vegas, so what can I do?
Yeah,
Maybe in a few years I will go there with my kid as well.
yeah. It's tough. It's tough for kids in the summertime. It really is like that. The heat, you're playing all day, and then it's hard for them to go outside. Even it's so hot sometimes. But yeah,
Yeah, it's too hot for them.
if you live there and you have a pool and it's comfortable and you're at a house, but like a hotel, taking your family or get an Airbnb,
All the time with the air, with the air
it's
conditioner
tough.
and
It's
stuff.
just conditions are tough.
It's not good.
Ace deuce suited, gonna open up 7-10 on the button. No one with anything. A lot of raise
It's
takes.
basically but all in, yeah.
Yeah, not much to play with there to tango.
Ace is in big blind. That's a
There we
nice
go.
hand to have.
Andras will be opening. I mean, Ottomar honestly he's kind of been opening Jack 8 off. Maybe
If he opens Jack 8, he should open Queen 8, right? I mean, and even a better spot than the Jack 8 before, right? I think he was one position behind in the Jack 8 spot.
yeah, maybe with Andras on the button, or maybe Pedro knowing defends the big, a good player in the big blind. Maybe it weighs that out. But Pedro's thinking, man, we got
Let's see
history.
the
This
size.
is an aggressive player. Goes big.
Yeah, you really want to go pretty big against the button in these spots, because if you have a bluff, you want to go as well. Same size. So it's pretty balanced here.
Yeah, also, I mean, ICM wise too, he does have aces, but other than that, like, what I mean, it's definitely like you say, you want to
Andras,
be
nothing he can do here. I don't think he can ever call. I don't.
well,
Overbet, it's.
what's the
It's
chips
second
on the
time
line?
it's second time that Pedro 3-bets him, and he thought he's going crazy or something. But
That's why it's nice to get the first one through. The first one, get a light 3-bet in.
I think a flat will be really nice here, because we know that Andras will have a lot of 4-bets fold in this spot. So when he's 4-betting, he either have a hand. I mean, he doesn't have ace king, right? He doesn't have ace king. He doesn't have ace queen, because those hands wants to shove. You don't really want to play post flop with a hand like ace king in Andras' shoes. So I think Andras will be balanced between nutted hands and just bluffs. Since you're blocking the nutted hands like aces, you want him to have some bluffs. So you want him to leave him in the pot. Even if you are out of position, you can still stack him off post flop. But they have a different dynamic,
Yeah, definitely the guys have played a lot together, no doubt about it. Space getting a premium hand, and Liz Flower, this is the former name, and is gonna Whew, there's
Liz
your
Flower,
flop of the day.
Who is Liz Flower?
This was the username Liz Flower, LISVR. I guess just had a name change.
Yeah, I know.
On GG. So
yeah, he just changed his screen name, right?
And he's gonna want a deck change here. If you're spaced, this is gonna be a dirty spot. Got the second nuts versus middle set, but very, very interesting how he'll play it, fast or slow. I mean, there's very draw heavy, the spades, the straight draw. He does just call, and this card actually will kill some action potentially.
Yeah, Felipe Boianovsky, I know him.
Yeah, now has a decision. It's a pretty wet board, right? There's diamonds, there's flushes. He's going to decide to bet. And also against two pairs or a set, you do get
Space,
some.
nothing he can do, just call here. You can raise for value. So you want to take the river and hopefully to hit something. Oh, and he did hit something.
Well,
Yeah, will be pretty hard for Felipe to find a fault here, I think. Because most of the time he will split. But in the same time, Space have everything here. Like he's having Ace Jack, Ace King, Ace Queen, Queens, Jacks, Kings, Aces. I mean, a lot of value hands, right? And you're blocking a 10. Yeah, it will be pretty sick to bet fold here. So Spades, I don't think he will ever bluff in this spot, right? So if he's not having a bluff, he will have a 10 to split. So in best case scenario for Boianovsky here, he will split. Just that's it. Split.
These are weird though. When you go for the induced bet, and then you actually are like.
I'm curious if Space goes greedy and jams. Yeah, this is a nice size. He basically wants him to call and never fold the 10.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, his there's going to be a lot of problematic rivers. Boianovsky there that either spade, diamond, or a board pair that it doesn't have the nuts anymore. And here on the river, this happens. This is pretty. I mean, the boat wise though, you lose to Ace Jack, Ace King. Those aren't really realistic hands, right? As played. I mean, I guess he could have Ace Jack, but other than that, yeah, he's just going to get called here. I think most of the time. Yeah, I mean,
what Space is doing with queens here if he got jammed?
Yeah, that's what I mean, it would be pretty sick, but yeah, not going to see that.
Yeah.
He would throw up for sure, as we see.
Really nice fold by Felipe here. Really nice fold.
Yeah, for sure. Well
Because
played.
Yeah. So many value hands. I mean, no bluffs, and the rest are just value bets. And occasionally a 10 that you will split with.
Wartska's been playing, I think, seems to be playing pretty well. Hasn't had much of a stack to play with, but seems to assert himself, play some hands, and know what's going on. It's been pretty quiet otherwise. Our Khaanos is down to now another 5 blind stack, so he's very short. Past the 3s.
Ottomar again with the out of line open. And again he got a 3-bet. I don't know, sometimes when you go a bit out of line, weird shit can happen, you know, like weird stuff. It's how the game works, I think.
Yeah, does maybe save and face here. Dowd's going to attack with the ace-8 off on the under the gun +1 3-bet from space nonetheless. But wow, I mean, there you go.
That's why he goes out of line, because he got some tricks behind, right? But not this time. Space will ship it, I think. No point of doing anything else.
Bang it, using some emojis there, some gifs, having fun, seeing some action, some fireworks. Yeah, I mean, Space is probably thinking this is...
Wow, nice. He's keeping his bluffs in.
Yep.
He knows that Ottomar is capable of having some bluffs. So he's keeping his bluffs in the same time. He doesn't want to cooler against aces or something because the sick ICM here.
This is going to be a problem for him, I think, because the king, right? It's like ace king. He doesn't expect
Yeah,
him to
but
have.
in the same time, Ottomar will have here ace king and space, maybe not too
No,
often,
that's
right?
what I'm saying. I think this is going to be
Yeah,
problematic for
problem
Ottomar.
for
He's
Ottomar.
going to
Yeah,
rep.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
going
for
to rep
sure.
this board. I don't think he thinks he has king queen suited, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
block aces, you get to have the ace king. I mean, I'm saying he
Yeah,
doesn't
I
have a
think
club.
Ottomar can go bluff his entire
Yeah,
stack here. Because if he did 4-bet pre-flop, you're basically your bottom of the range here. No worse hands, so you need to have some bluffs. And those bluffs are coming from some hands, some shitty hands. But yeah,
he also slightly covers by a hair, by a few chips. I mean, yeah, does he want to shut it down or does he want to go for it here? That's the
10
question.
is not too great. 10 is not too great because space can have a 10. It can have 10s for sure.
Yep.
So I think he just shut it down here. Space will need to bet here for sure. We need protection and value. Ottomar can have queens. Yeah, maybe not too often. Even
It's an
queens, I think.
exactly
Need to flat.
SPR of one here. The
Yeah.
players won everywhere. It's interesting. And yeah, Ottomar going to make a good discipline not to parlay his aggression into a potential would have been GG scenario there in eighth. So yeah, he will back down out of that, and we can see Ilya going to get another final table, but 37K for the efforts as we are still eight-handed. About an hour into the show, I want to welcome everyone in.
Let's see if Bang It will bang it with a queen jack.
Feels right. He has got to make something happen. Short, pretty quiet. Got a good hand there.
I don't mind a limp here to induce a shove from Ottomar because Ottomar will shove worse hands like queen 3 suited, jack 9 suited and stuff. So I do really like a limp strategy, even if you have a queen jack, not just raise or just shove, you close your eyes and shove and hopefully he will fold or call with queen 10 suit or something. So yeah, this is the strat here to limp. And he wants to check call flop. That's a nice turn. He will bet now. I think we need value. We need protection and value here. We are not blocking any flush draws against half pot and a 10. Fine to call one. Not blocking any hearts, but he's blocking clubs.
Yeah, blind on blind, wide ranges. See what sizing comes up with here. Similar but different. With the straight versus the board pair on the river, it was different card, different.
Big or even, different. Yeah, I think big. It's the right size to go. Something around 1.2 pot, I think is nice also. Leaving yourself behind with like few blinds just to let him know maybe I fold and spin it up one more time, Oh, nice. Not a great hand to have. 10-7 with 7 of clubs.
Yeah, makes a good decision. We've seen again so many time and time again great decisions with the high caliber players here.
What we understand until now is that Ottomar is a bit looser pre-flop, but disciplined post-flop, right? This is what my info is telling me.
Space is covering chip leader at the moment, doesn't defend first the second stack. I mean, you think on that? Is that too little too passive, or is that just good? Why get involved against that in that spot?
He doesn't really get too involved with Pedro, I think. I think it's a bit passive, but I like it. I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah, I think like I said, space is
with
focused
a real
today.
hand. Also, Pedro is going a bit looser now. Ottomar with a real hand, but no action, I think. Don't shove.
There have been a few light four bets today. It's kind of stepped into real hands everywhere so far.
Yeah.
But
Do you think Pedro is capable of shoving here? Oh yeah.
wow, I mean, this is
yeah. This is what they are doing. You know, we've seen an ace 8, an ace 3. If they extend their range, they need to 4-bet a bit more, because then they will open fold too much. So in order to not open fold too much, they need to put some hands into 4-bet folds as well. We've seen Ottomar doing it, we've seen Pedro doing it, so this is just an exploit, I think. But maybe in some spots you're exploiting yourselves.
there also is the extremely short stack that plays in a little bit to this too, right? But I don't know how much these guys really are weighing into that extra little pay jump and utilizing that. But there is some short stacks, one in particular there, as we start seeing a few more real hands. And here now, actually, Ottomar is going to open. Space will probably call, and then yeah, we'll see a squeeze.
Let's see if Space will decide to flat here or fold, which is fine to fold sevens in this spot. I don't like 3-betting because you can't 3-bet fold, so it's either fold or flat. And Andras with a nice spot.
Yeah, the 3-bets today, the squeezes so far have been quality hands. There's been a lot of playing back on the squeezes, but they've run into top of range for players.
Yeah.
So we've that one hand you mentioned, Pedro, when he could have maybe flatted aces, but I don't know if Andras goes for that, right? Do you think I mean, I guess you just can put someone in a bad spot. Doesn't matter. They can think you have it, but you would have liked to see Pedro just call that aces 4-bet?
Yeah. Because I know Andras that he's capable of 4-bet fold a lot in that spot. Especially in button. He will have a lot of 4-bet folds. He will have a lot of hands exactly like that, like blockers. So we want him to hit a top pair and stack him off. I think Boianovsky needs to shove here. I mean, Andras will open fold a lot. So yeah, pretty easy shove reduces and easy fold. The previous hand with sevens, I seen some sims that sevens are folding pre even in cutoff, because you can't really respond against a 3-bet. So if Andras 3-bets, if small blind shoves or Pedro 3-bets from big blind, you can't really flat because of the ICM. So yeah, it's pretty close. In button for sure it's a flat. In cutoff, I think we can fold and flat 8s, 9s.
Here we go. Meaningful
Here we
pot.
go.
This is going to be one where, whoa.
Yeah. Andras wants to flat here. Ottomar, maybe he have some infos on Ottomar that he will open hands like Queen 8, like we've seen. So maybe, and Andras doesn't want to run a flip here because at the best when Ottomar will shove, you're flipping. He's not shoving jacks pre-flop if you're 3-betting. Andras will bet this for sure, trying to take value. I think Ottomar can flat or check raise. Both I think are fine. Yeah, I don't mind it. If you have aces, if you have kings, you want to do the same. So you want to have some semi bluffs like this. I mean bluffs, right? So ace king is really nice to have, like blocking kings and aces. And the diamond is pretty good for Ottomar here because he got the ace of diamonds. So he can bet again and maybe shove on a diamond for sure. So he might just do that. In these stakes, you don't really shut down too often, right? If you're doing a play, you're doing it. But he did shut down this time. I don't really mind to bet again with the ace of diamond, to be honest, if I'm check raising this, because if I'm hitting a diamond river, I can fold him from better hands. And Andras can still have some 10s, 9s. Even ace jack will be pretty bad in this spot, but I don't think Andras will have a lot of flatting, to be honest. So maybe Ottomar knows that. Outside cutoff and button in general, as ICM, we don't flat too often because we are exposed. Our range is pretty capped, so we are exposed from the from other guys to 3-bet in position. So it will be pretty hard to play out of position.
Yep, Wartska, again, mentioned one of the more inexperienced in terms of results here. Don't think
Let's
we
see.
literally have zero. Got 2 million on GGMillion, just no. I'm sorry, 2 million on GG, just no GGMillion's earnings. And the same with Bang It, also has 300K in earnings, only 58 in GGMillions before. So a few experienced players here, though. 10 million in results, Pedro on GG. You got 12 million from Ottomar and 19, basically 20 million from Andras on GG. Pretty crazy stat there. Ace, Queen, Ace, 8 do get the all in, and it is going to be a nice hand for our short stack. Is going to get in with the Broadway, makes the nuts to keep in the game. There, I was looking at the results. So there you go. Khaanos, not over yet. Pretty short, but through the blinds, 7 blinds. Nice to win. Nice to win that. Gets back into the game as we may see a blind on blind. Interesting spot. Ottomar and Space both with solid hands, small blind and then big blind. Going to want to play. I imagine Ottomar goes 175 here, but I guess he could limp sometimes.
I think I think limping is pretty nice too with the ace king offsuit and raise with ace king suited. Ace queen offsuit is not playing too great post flop, but in the same time we want to have some limp shoves or limp 3-bets. So ace king is really nice. Ace king offsuit I really like to limp and raise with ace king suited because have more playability when you're playing out of position.
Space going to take the 9 high flush draw to the turn.
He might start bet now. You can't really win with 9 high on the river. So let's see, because I think Ottomar will check, just trying to showdown. And let's see if Space will decide to bluff. He's betting for a value. I think I like better a check, especially with Ace King.
Yeah, that could have been a bigger pot. No money put in. King Jack Pedro offsuit or middle position 8-handed. Bang it with a modest hand. Not going to get involved. Ottomar on the button. These two have definitely gone at it a bunch. Going to fold. And there's Andras in the big blinds. Realizing that Pedro's going to open a wide variety. Doesn't love the ace-5 though. Will call and gets a pretty subpar flop. Ace-5, King Jack make 2 pair, top and bottom.
Not a good flop for Andras here. It's hard to do anything with an ace here.
Yep, takes it down.
I think 3-bet preflop, it's a decent option as well for Andras, even with these ICM's considerations, and especially against Pedro. But we can't 3-bet too many offsuit. If you want to construct a 3-bet from big blind in that spot, you need to go with some offsuit aces to balance your aces, your kings. So you want to have some bottom of your a6 offsuit. Ace deuce and ace 3 are the preferable ones, but ace 5 is decent as well. King 5 as well.
Yeah, interesting. A few notable hands today. It's been a little slower than normal, but again, very high level. Always interesting to see. Always nice to watch players play different stack sizes. So much experience, and you just never know, right, where you're going to be. Sometimes you're chip leader, sometimes you're short, sometimes the table's playing wild, sometimes it's playing.
Will be a nice battle
passive.
because all the big stacks are in the right side of the table, so it will be a nice battle to see how they will play.
For sure. Yeah, no, it's definitely.
I think Pedro will need to call here, having Queen of Hearts. In the same time, he can still be good with Queen High most of the time. Yeah.
Also, thinking really your opponent with the stack size, is he likely to be continuing or slow down? And that is a good point. The Queen of Hearts does hit a heart here that is relevant. He could definitely start. He could just have the best hand as he does, right? A lot of reasons to call.
Yeah.
Does call. Now has and does check it down. And this is an interesting card. The 10 makes the second pair, and the Queen 9 makes the third nut flush. So
Yeah, Watska, I think he wants to check here, and Pedro can't really bet too big because his opponent doesn't have many flashes in this spot. So I think he should go pretty small and trying to make him call a 7 or a 10. But yeah, it's hard to call, especially against this size. I think a 10 will fall here. No point of not many bluffs, I think. Pedro is full of hearts here. But he didn't find the fold. He will see the bad news. A bit more short.
Yeah, now basically exactly tied with his Austrian flag friend over there with Khaanos, and Ward's got 2 players with 449,000 chips, both short, a few other short stacks, and then we got Space in the lead, 3.4 rolling around here. 8-handed still, about hour and 15 into the show. And again, not a ton of collisions so far, but that will happen. Fast blinds are going up and stacks are getting shallower.
Yeah, I think ace 10 is a shove here. We want to have ace 10 as well if we want to shove ace deuce, ace 3. And we don't have too many shoves, and our shoves are coming from the ace 6 offsuit.
Whoa, 6-7 suited, gonna shove into here, and king 6 suited doesn't think about it short stacked, and
Yeah, pretty
you can
nice,
see,
pretty nice, putting pressure on them.
yep, you can
He,
see the
he realized,
effectiveness
yeah.
of that, and that along that stretch here, gonna put down the pressure and get some better hands of fold was dominated. Very nice from Pedro. Pedro
I
showing
think
us
in
the
this spot,
class that he has.
yeah.
3 million now.
I don't love flatting ace jack with these stack distributions in this spot. I think 3-bet or fold is a bit better. Just fold, I think it's fine too. It's not a big deal. You're having 3 stacks after you that can shove, and you are in a bad spot if a sprays folds. You can be dominated quite a lot when you hit a jack or you hit an ace. You don't know where you are in the hand. A lot of stuff can happen. But Space, it's really trying to catch Pedro do a mistake here. Let's see if he's falling into the trap. Yeah, just bet small now. For sure Pedro will have most of the time ace high here. So no point of betting too big.
Yeah. Pedro doing a good job realizing where he's at, that ace high is good enough.
Yeah, I
Doesn't put
really
any
like
money
the
in.
size.
You said you like it?
Yeah, yeah. Because Pedro, when checks twice, he will have ace high. So ace high will be really tough to fold in this spot for 50k. So you take this 50k like super easy, you know. And if you're thinking over long term, like 100 hands, taking 50k in every hand, you're printing money, right? If Pedro will always call 50k in 100 spots like that, Space will print money from him.
What do you think the bet size could bang it get in trouble here? Let's see. 50k big blind. He's got 500, 800. So he's got what, 16? 16 blinds. Let's see what he wants to
Here,
do here.
I think raise folding is fine too. Uh, I don't think shoving it's a good idea. I use my king X offsuit to raise fold. I prefer raise folding than limp calling or limp folding because I still have a king high that is pretty good post flop. So my opponent can call with queen high, jack high. So, but now basically Ottomar can have 10-3 offsuit to do this. So we can't really play the hand. So yeah, I will use, for example, king deuce to limp fold, king 3 to limp fold, king 4, king 5. But starting from king 6, king 7, king 8, I think we can use raise fold because we want to have some raise fold in our range as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. Jack 9 off. Thinking about it. 7 blinds. King 3, ace 7 suited, 5-10. Again, not a lot going on here. Bang it, getting
Let's see if
annoyed.
Ottomar will try to limp again or raise. It's a7 is something in the middle. You can either limp or raise. A8 it's a pure raise, I think. A7. Yeah, he's trying to play post flop. Sprays, it's having a nice hand to raise as a bluff. I like to raise this shitty hand, especially as chip leader. I think it's a bit better than check behind. And now spades will go to showdown. Both will go to showdown, I guess.
Yeah. 5-10.
But
Got a little something going
yeah,
on. Needs a wow.
you don't really
Paired
want to
board.
call here. Yeah, it's you have open-ender, but in the same time, when you hit, maybe you're not getting the value. So
Yeah. Also, the flush could be a flush card that completes, and then the board pair there just sort of not too
Space is
appealing.
really disciplined pre-flop from what I've seen. He's not making big decisions pre-flop to put a lot of his stack. In the same time, Pedro and Ottomar, you've seen that they are doing a lot of pre-flop aggression. So
Yeah.
we have here some nice type of players.
Yeah, different styles. So Antonio
Yeah.
got a style that is a
That's
very
nice in
cool thing
poker, you
about
know.
poker.
Yeah.
Makes it fun. Everyone has got their own mixture, and I'll tell you what, Ottomar, King Jack suited, it is against a shortest stack, but this is in that sort of solver world for aggression. And I think if there was much deeper, and definitely if Pedro was involved, he would be coming to play. But there, he gives the respect and just gets out with the King Jack suited. Nicely done.
Nice fold, yeah. So he's doing aggression on bigger stacks against shallower stacks. No point of doing any aggression, which is nice.
Ooh, couple pretty looking hands here, and as it turns out, looks like Pedro's going to probably just get to squeeze this because it'll go raise, and I guess spades will flat.
Yeah, I do like 3-bet as well in space spots, just to put pressure on Ottomar, trying to tell him, okay, I'm chip leader here. You can't really open too much. So yeah, I do like the 3-bet. If we want to have some bluffs pre-flop, I think this is one of them.
Yeah, pretty
We can't
unfortunate
use
timing there. Ace King
yeah.
and wake up.
Yeah. Nice spot for Pedro, because
Oh
both
yeah.
will fold and Pedro will ship 600k pot here.
Yes. Also risking a lot though for Ace King 8-handed in the chip leader. I mean, obviously be it cooler to see
Yeah.
queens or flip, but he is,
But I
he's
think
in
it's
second.
juicy, you know. I really like this spot, you know, because we know Ottomar opens a lot. We know Space is having like chip lead here, and he will 3-bet a lot as well. But he didn't do a shove here, which I will prefer a bit better than 4-bet, because when you 4-bet, Space will call tens, jacks, so it will be a bit hard for you to play with Ace King offsuit. I think Ace King suit I prefer 4-betting and should just ship it in with Ace King offsuit, just because
Well,
I'm out of position.
It did look strong either way. He did get the fold, and he is tied, essentially slightly covering for the chip lead. And we're going to see a Queen Jack suited take the plunge, and it
Nobody
is
calls.
going to work. And again, no big card, no one with the king here, even this whole 8-handed, not even a king high. Jack 9, 9, 10, 3 deuce, 7, 4, blind on blind. Let's see, 9, 10. I mean, I guess thinking through 5 blinds and the cutoff, he's thinking about it, but 10, 9.
Do you watch much football?
Yeah, I keep up with it pretty regularly. Yeah, big fan. I played. That was
You
my sport.
support?
I played through college. The
Yeah,
team I like the Roma team.
Roma.
AS Roma. But for for
But
national
in Euro?
in the Euros, Italy.
Yeah.
I like Italy.
Yeah. Yeah, you
They're
like
18 to
Roma, you
1.
like Italy.
Pretty big underdogs.
They will have a nice match with Spain in I think in 2 days from now.
Yeah, there's gonna be a big game. That's gonna be a very big game. Here we go. Jack 10 off, Jack 10 suited. Asking a lot here for Khaanos to fold, but I mean, I guess he's through the blinds. There's
Yeah,
another similar
you
short
have
stack.
Jack High, you know, like Jack High is not doing the best here. Even if it's nice hand, Jack 10 suited, you're way behind against King High, Ace High, so I think it's nice to fold Jack 10 suit, even if you're that short.
What would you call it there? What would be your cutoff?
King Queen suit, even King Queen off, I think is fine, given this exactly scenario. But I think I fold Queen Jack suit for sure, and King Jack suit is close.
Another ace king. Pedro getting dealt some hands. Is your chip leader 8-handed? Fairly tight. We got some big stacks, some short stacks, a little bit of everything today. Again, little dumbed down field because of the World Series summertime. Not quite as many. Again, 10K buy-in from Sunday. Play to a winner today. Every Tuesday. We'll have another show for you next week on the GG Millions. I'm getting ready for the main event. Going to be gearing up. Probably miss one show, I believe, but I will be in. Yeah, I'll be in Vegas coming up. So again, if anyone's there, please say hello. If you see me there, I can't wait to play some poker and be out there.
Say
And
hello, guys. We will be there.
yeah, we'll be there and competing. And new venue again, Paris Horseshoe, sort of just changed from Rio in the last couple of years. A lot nicer, a lot of big upgrade, and great job what they're doing there at GG. Michael Kim and everyone at the team, really impressive how it's gone and how the poker's just gotten sort of bigger live. 10,000, I think 43 or 400, 10,040. It's over 10,000 last year in the main event.
Last year was the breaker, yeah, the record breaker WSOP main. I got that car protector, yeah.
Same. Yeah, I actually had well, this will be interesting because ace 3, ace 6 kind of limping. This is kind of a weird one where you limp and you're semi, like not trapping, but you're just sort of like, all right, and he does give it up. Yeah, last year I think I got 260th place, I believe, or something like that. So I was deep down.
I was 600, so yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
We have a photo when we made the photo, you know? You remember?
I remember it was the lounge, right?
Yeah. Day 4, yeah. 4th or 5? 5th. 4?
I mean, I believe I went out on 5, so it might have been early. Maybe it was 5. Yeah, I think it's 5. I mean, definitely.
It's so nice getting this deep in this event, you know, like, yeah, it's a nice experience.
It's special. Very special, it's for sure. You play PLO? You play any of the other events?
No.
Just to hold them crusher specialist. That's good.
Not fan of. But I think it's nice to play different games, but you need a lot of time. How can you study all these games? You know, like.
That's the thing. You don't. You just you get in there and you learn and you mix about. But yeah, it's for sure. The people that play like play all the horse and the fit, you know, all these different games. It is kind of crazy to think about like how much really skill goes into that. It is a lot to learn the other games.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of familiar faces winning bracelets there. You know, Ivy guys 11, Scott Sievers won 2, John Hennigan won, Mizraki won. There's a lot of like kind of guys that have been around
old school,
taken getting in there. It's cool. It's fun to see that. I think that's what's great. It's nice to see people that you know or that have been around that are still doing it. And it's also nice to see people get their start.
Yeah, you get motivated that you can still do it on long term. Yeah.
Wow, look at this card. This is going to be very problematic for Pedro. And he's going to probably lead, right? I would imagine. It goes small, though.
On a 9, we have leads here because we have more 9s than button. We are defending basically any 9 suited. Button doesn't open any 9 suited. So we have a lot of leads in general with our range. Let's see if Andras will
take all his He's gonna go big here.
Yeah.
I think he's
Yeah,
gonna
I
go big.
think. Yeah.
And honestly, the double flush draw board, pretty interesting here to get pushed back on. And the 5 kicker,
If
you
Pedro
want to crush
folds
it.
here, it's really sick.
He's not folding. I'm sorry, that would be too crazy. I think he's not going to raise. He's just going to call, but I don't think he'll ever fold.
Yeah.
But
On this river, though. Yeah.
now both players don't love this, but it
Maybe,
potentially
maybe, maybe bet again and fold if Andras jumps.
you think like a blocker, like 180
Yeah.
or 220 or something, 240 small.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you have a flash here, you're checking. Maybe you want to lead. Yeah, nice. I really like. And now you can easy fold. But yeah, in the same time, you don't pay more when your opponent is having a smaller flash or a 9, a bigger 9. So yeah, really cool.
Yeah, that could have been trouble instead.
9-5 offsuit, it's a bit loose to defend, you know. Even if you are chip leader.
And now raise and all in, king queen going to get out of the way. Ace 3, the math is going to tell him to get in there. He is going to call, going to be dominated, needs help. A ace 10 versus ace 3. 3 has got the wheelbarrow draw, has got a decent shot. There is some
4 and
other
5
cards that
split.
are interesting, and yeah, that would be also important, but it's going to be a 8 and ace 10 going to double up 2 Austrian flags. We still again have 3 Austrian flags represented, 2 Brazilians out of the 8 remaining. It is then Russia, Mexico, and Latvia. Ottomar, 3-time winner. Andras, 3-time winner. Everyone else is not with the final table. Did I say Space had 18 or 19? I think 19 final tables, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to double check that. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Space has 9 final tables in season 2 and 10 final tables this season. 19 final tables, no wins. 6.5 million in really plays a lot of the GGMillion. 4 million of the 6.5 is GGMillion earnings. I told you, was this the 1920th time a charm here? This is just one of those things. It's just at
Jacks
some point
against Jacks. So nice. Yeah, you can't really 3-bet Jacks here. So Pedro knows what he's doing, flatting, and having a Jack of heart is good as well. Check is nice. Space can start betting now to extract value from some flush draws and some under pairs. Pedro can have 10s, 9s for sure. And Pedro will just need to call and evaluate river. River sucks for both, so I think we will see just a check.
It is fun to watch, and then when you go kind of play, I always feel sort of inspired whether I'm commentating or watching. Again, so it's fun to watch this level of play, and then you get to go in there and you just kind of feel dialed in, you know. And in that grind of playing every day at the World Series versus coming in fresh, picking events you really want to play, there's something about it. So I am genuinely very excited, very excited for the World Series.
Yeah,
a lot of fun. Yeah. The main event, man, it's just right here, huh? It's so great. It is. There's just
I busted the Gray Merson. No. Greg Raymer, the last main event, and he gave me a fossil.
Okay.
Like a real fossil, you know. And
is that your new card protector? You use that? No.
It might be in this event, yeah.
I mean, hey, it's a main event champ. He actually had a crazy run.
Yeah.
he won it, and then the next year I think he got like 27th or something, and he took a pretty sick beat. I remember he like got like kings to queens he lost, or kings to king queen even. I think he lost all in or something, like a big to knock out, some crazy beat to knock him out. So yeah, he was in the zone. That was back in 5
long
or
time
6.
ago.
No, maybe he won 04 even, was it? Because the 3 was here. I think he might have been. Hashem was 5. I think he was 4, if I'm not mistaken, but a long time ago.
He's
And
speaking so
Ottomar,
much at the table. You're speaking much at the table when you're playing live?
I usually do. I mean, I talk, but not like crazy amount. It depends, like where, what tournament. Like sometimes I'm on my phone, probably too much anyway. I try not to be, but I'm very. I'd say that's a
Sometimes you
weakness.
get
Wow.
bored and yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Sevens, King 10 suited. King 10 suited
Let's
just
go.
feels powerful here. It just seems like a
Yeah.
lot. It's gonna hit the flop. Sevens need help. They say it always comes that number, but let's see the river. He's got a diamond draw. No diamond. Wow. Almost picked up
diamond also.
Yeah, diamond. I saw 75%. I was like, wait, why is that? But Ottomar is now short. But look at this. There's 4 very short stacks. Then you got 4 very healthy. This is a super divided situation. Going to be interesting. And Andras is going to come out swinging, and he's going to run into.
They love this A6 offsuit.
The ace 3
I'm not
off,
going
yeah.
this. Yeah, I'm not going this bottom. Like maybe I.
Yeah, there's still 7 more hands to go. It's definitely ambitious.
Yeah, and you have a lot of shorties that can shove, and you never call, right?
Yeah, I'm a little curious on that. Not gonna say he doesn't have his reasons, right? Definitely knows what he's doing. Just think that, yeah, when you got 3 guys you don't want to call, and then the one you'd be forced to call, he is playing with fire. Ottomar going to get a nice pickup. Kings on the button. Not going to get much action here. Just 10 blind stack, if any. Going to get folds. What about limping there? Is that just not against those players? They're never going to go for that,
In
really.
final table, you don't really want to have limp strategy. I think raise fold or raise is better. I think Ottomar is capable of raise folding. So he can raise kings. But now I think he should shove. 12. 13 blinds in cutoff.
Yep, ace 10, 6-8 suited, jack 3,
And
330 in the middle.
Easy bet 1 blind and take it down, I guess.
Yeah, jack 3. Not much going on here. Word's gonna show me a little bit of game today. It's definitely been in there playing. I mean, this because there ever a time look pretty strong at check raise, but would you check raise? What would you be check raising here in the spot on this board? So he does just get out of the way. Nice pickup from Ottomar. Back to $1 million. Still in it. And I think we're gonna see 5 here.
We see a shove and a call, I think. It is standard setup.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, also Boianovsky's been fairly aggressive. It is under the gun. There are short stacks. It doesn't love it. Tight folding just seems too tight off 10
Yeah,
blinds.
you have only 10 blinds. I mean, even jacks, it's okay. He's doing this because if 2 guys goes all in, he can fold ace queen suit. So it's on all in basically against Boianovsky, but if 2 guys will go all in, he can fold to make a pay jump. Just 1 second, I need to close the air.
Well, Well, good news for Bang It is he did do just that. He banged the ace, and now it is interesting where can F. Boianovsky actually get away here on the ace king 4 when he put
Yeah,
raises and then puts it in. I
crazy.
mean, he's actually
Fun.
gonna save money. It looks like.
Yeah, but maybe he doesn't because he doesn't see the Turner River, right? So
That's true too. Do lose that 10% equity for the whole pot,
yeah,
and he's gonna go with the 100. Wow, interesting hand. Definitely super interesting.
crazy. Yeah.
Not. What are your thoughts on that from both players?
Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about flatting there with tens. I mean, it's just better to see all the cards have only 10 blinds behind. I know Bang It can do it with ace queen or ace king, so no point of just flatting because most of the time you will see an over and what then? What are you doing
Right,
then?
but maybe you decide if it's a king high or ace high, just
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's like the scenario where you can fold on like the ace king or the king queen, um, flop. But yeah, here we
Interesting.
go. Ottomar gonna 3-bet and aces. Bang It. Gotta love what he sees there. Basically wins a flip. Doesn't go to showdown.
And now
Chips
again
off
a spot
ace.
that you can flat aces because you basically uh, you're having the hand that Ottomar is representing, right? Uh, Ottomar, I think, will ship ace king, even ace queen. I think he might ship, but in the same time, Ottomar, it's what he's doing. What he's doing now,
I mean, Bang It has been
might
very
fold. I
tight.
think. I mean,
Yeah,
it's fine to fold for sure.
yeah. There's
He can't
two
really
short
call. I
stacks.
mean, if he doesn't shove pre, he can't really call now. I think it's just a 3-bet as a bluff. And this is what the best players in the game are doing, right? Making the best decisions like that.
Wow, Bang It is on a little roller coaster, a little joyride right here. I mean, he has just got one of ace queen suited, aces, now ace king, and will likely get no action. I guess the big blind might even have to put it in. Think about it. I mean, he's got less than 2 lines if he folds, although it is under the gun. He will be through. There's no one even remotely close to what his stack is. And he is.
Yeah. So the left position of the table, we're drawing pretty dead tonight, right? We've seen Ilya also blinding out.
Yeah, this. Yep, here we go. Ace 4. Gonna need a 4. Gonna be a pretty big underdog. Could hit a wheel. Could hit some diamonds or spades, and that
For a
is
spade.
one of the options. There you
Yeah.
go. 93%. And that means unless there was a 5 or spades higher, they would chop. And it is a
Is it a spade?
king of spades. Wow. All right.
Fun.
I mean, I guess a good result for the ace 4, right?
It's
You take
fun
it.
when you're watching, but not fun when you're in, you know?
Yeah. Yep. And another hand gets a pair and fives. Now, and Andras going to go to work with the queen 9, closing the action. Guess he's just going to call. He all of a sudden
Yeah.
has a pretty decent stack, right? He's sort of in the middle
Yeah.
of the pack. He's ahead of 3 other
You have
players.
three guys that can pass before you, so you will be crushed when you get called quite often. So you don't really want to shove fives. I think I will go with eights as bottom. What do you think? What are you doing? Are you
Yeah.
shoving eights?
I want to say I'd shove, but there's probably some version of me where I'd call. I just think against Andres, just feeling like this again, he's just going to be the one that's so out of line. Like it's a space opens. Maybe I feel a little differently, right? It's under the gun, even though he's chip leader, it's like he plays a bit different. But I think Andres is just a bit wide. And are you saying the button or if Andres had opened?
No, in the same spot. If you
Yeah,
have eights,
yeah,
yeah.
probably would go with against Andres, but the 166K stack there, and then you also could start saying you call, you get some great flops. and maybe he bluffs or shuts down in spots like here. I mean, this is a pretty fantastic board for fives.
Yeah, well, for them it's not like huge pay jump, you know, because it's like how many buy-ins?
Right.
2 buy-ins or something?
Yeah, not even. It's like 1 point. What? It's 1.3.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, does he want to attack this? He doesn't have a
Not
club.
much. Not much he can do, but Andras can do anything.
He can do it. Some guys
He's
can do it.
making he's making some moves. Yeah, he's well known for making some moves, some aggro moves. I know him for a long time. He's quite aggro.
I mean, this is just like a really interesting spot. You just basically like telling the guy, like, all right, what are you doing here with the club draw? What are you doing here with 4-5 suited? What are you doing here with a hand like this? You just got him in the blender. I
Did
don't
he
know what you can.
Did Andras see bet flop?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
I'm almost sure. Now I'm not positive, but I thought he did. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's 300. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Really nice.
nice hand. Tough cookie. Tough cookie. Bang it. Getting initiation bet race there. Just sort of letting him know he's at the show. This is the marquee event. 10K buy-in. Playing with the best in the world, and you got to be ready. You don't get to just probe, lead turn, and get people to fold, right? You got to fight, and you got to be ready for it. He got introduced to Mr. Nemeth there. Going to go ahead and put the pressure on as Khaanos here. Queen 9 off. Going to go for it with his just over 2 big blinds. And Ottomar
will go.
happily with the ace. Best hand. Important pot. Put Ottomar back to 900. Put Khaanos back in the game as the Queen 9 pairs. Needs a ace on the river. Ottomar will, or else he will be at 500. And it is a Queen, going to make 2 pair and enough. Khaanos back in at 400. And there we go. 3 short stacks and a middle stack. And then we got 3 sort of big stacks.
King, queen suited. And the jack will shove. I hope. I mean, yeah, an easy call.
There we go. Ace Jack, Queen King, fair fight. $1 million in the middle. King Queen suited, Ace Jack, club draw to fade now. Could hit running clubs though, and there we go. Club flips, needs a club, or he will be out. The club comes on the turn, and there is no more clubs there. That's an ace. Ace is a pretty dirty run out there. Got the ace of clubs. Going to lose with Ace Jack versus King Queen suited. Andras going to pull it in, go up to 3.8 million.
And again, Andras is taking the chip bread as he started.
Yeah, back in 3.7. Sort of just again the quality. You start looking at yourself as a player. I say this all the time. This happened to me a lot too for a lot of my career. You look around, you start saying, "Oh, I lose Ace Queen, or I lost there." You lose Ace Jack, the King Queen suited. But guess what? Andras has you covered. He's opening Queen 9 off. He's opening Ace 3 off. He's playing all the small blind, big blind pots. He's creating opportunity. He's building a stack, and then on those flips, it's your life, and he's just brushing it off. And there you go. He's chip leader. He dips down some, but he gets back up. And I think that's one of the big things in poker to look at is the players that are so good, that have so many results, to look at. It's not about the queens to ace king. The hands are winning in there. It's all the other spots, all the other pots. It's not this hand. This is a standard hand. Ace queen to sevens, blind on blind. This is
standard hands. Everyone are playing the same, but it's all about the other spots. The spots that you can extract some better value than others, or to fold some, to make some great folds.
Yeah, this is another another situation. He still got 3 million. He just lost a 1.5 million flip, ace queen, top of range, small blind, big blind, loses a flip, but he's fine. And Wurtzka, who actually hasn't really had a chance to show his ability today, I think he's played well, is now back in the game. But again, Nemeth still chip leader, tied for chip lead after that pot there.
Good spot to open a king here. I like it. Let's see if Andras will decide to 3-bet fold ace-9 offsuit. Yeah,
It just amazes me too. Someone like Bang It, who's
he's taking all the spots, man. It's
it's
so
wild
good.
too, because Bang It's actually been pretty conservative, right? Has played
Yeah,
pretty like solid. So when you start thinking, do I need to take this one? And it's just like you're like, he probably has it, but somehow he doesn't. And Bang It's just got to be thinking, come on, bro, like really, like you really gonna 3-bet me here when you really have something that good, and he doesn't. He takes it down, and there he goes. You can see 7th place, next pay jump 61,000, so 13K jump all the way up to 271, over $250,000 to first. And we are going to get to see it. Things pick up a little. It's been a little bit, I don't want to say slow. It's just kind of been not a lot of confrontations, but you can see some really short stacks. And we are coming up on 2 hours in. Chips are going to start flying here as we have some short stacks, and the blinds are 35K, 70K.
just open 2 folds, I think.
Hens, ace, king. Another one where two sort of are the bigger stacks, although Pedro is aggressive, and depending on the 3-bet size, let's see. I mean, flatting doesn't make sense. He's super aggressive already. So probably going to 3-bet. I guess space will just call likely. I mean,
Just call.
yeah, he does just call. Interesting.
I still think it's a pure 3-bet in this spot. I put a spot like this, I run it, and ace king at 30 blinds doesn't really want to flat in this scenario. I did the same mistake few months ago in a final table. Ace king really wants to 3-bet in this spot because it will be so hard to play post flop now. Like you're calling, it's even with this, even if you have 2 shorties behind, I think it's just a 3-bet pre. In the same time, when you 3-bet pre, space will have some shoves that you dominate.
I'm going to use give me 1 second.
You're trying him to induce a jump from ace 5, ace 4 suit. I think even ace 3 suits wants to jam in this spot because you're putting a lot of pressure on him. So yeah, I like better to 3-bet ace king always. But yeah, I did the same, so I don't blame him calling. And fours, I think we'll just get it in here. Just flatting from this stack depth. Now maybe stop and go. Yeah. He's denying some equity because king jack might need to fold here. It's tough spot for king jack without a backdoor or flush draw. So yeah, but still calling. I don't mind. And we lose one more player. Ottomar, GG, sir. Really great play by him. Outside some out of line raise first in. We lost Ottomar. He
Sorry about that.
defended
I had
from.
sun woke up there. What was it? What was it all in? It was a flip.
He just flatted from 6 blinds or so, fours in big blind, and stop and go on queen 5-3, and spades called with king jack suit, and hit a king on the river.
Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, Ottomar. I mean, he's 3-time winner. He's tough. He's a tough cookie for sure. He plays
Yeah.
very well. Seems like a very, very
Yeah.
experienced player.
Wow. And now top pair against top pair. Andras with the worst kicker. It will be hard to not stack off here.
Yeah, this is definitely interesting here. Backdoor diamonds has queen.
Yeah, I think it's just a
jack
setup
suit.
here. It's depending on turn. Maybe he just flatting and yeah. Now he can find faults.
Yeah, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting that, I mean, queen king even here, so the draw does come home, the spades come home, and both players do not have a spade. The pot's not huge compared to the stack size. Like the bet, queen king, gonna go ahead and put a big bet there. And yeah, honestly, Andras could fold here, right? I mean, he's dead to the flush. His kicker is up strong, but is behind. What hand is this? What semi bluff? I mean, I guess there's 4-5, something like that. Is there that could continue, but the spade.
Yeah.
Wow, does call. Nice run out for queen king.
Even bluffs get there from Warska, so yeah, it's on the river will be not so great. Let's see if Andras can find a fold on the river. Not easy, but he's capable.
Yeah, I mean, Andras now. I mean, he's definitely very interested. As you said, it is wide ranges, right? It's blind on blind. There's also
Yeah, but in the
now we're
same
down.
time, what bluffs is having Warska
Yeah.
on the flop? 4-5, 5-7 maybe. Nah.
I mean, queen 6, 6-3, queen 3 get counterfeited, right? That's
Yeah.
one, but
Yeah, but
yeah.
those will check back on the river, right? So
Yeah, I think so too, right?
yeah. I think he should fall here.
Yeah, he's got 2.6, and he's kind of in control of the match too, right? In the final table, like he's got a great seat. He's on the left of spades, who's got the most chips in the moment. No one's really, he's definitely the most experienced live and online. I just feel like he's got such a
And
good stack and
Warska
good situation.
was pretty tight as well. He didn't do much, right? So another reason to find the fold that.
Well,
Yeah.
calls him, does call it. So Wartska gonna love to see. I mean, that is into second all of a sudden.
Patience is the key. Patience to get great spots.
Yeah, that was. I'm a little surprised by that, but I guess to your point, so what do you think he puts him on there?
Yeah, he thinks so much. He thinks so much there. So I'm not sure. It's very hard to find bluffs. Very, very hard to find bluffs. 4-5 or something. Because if
maybe
you're
with the
raising
spade,
4-5, yeah,
4-5 with the
4-5
spade,
with
but
backdoor, I think it's fine to raise flop, but also fine to just flat flop. So when he's raising flop, I don't think he'll have that many bluffs.
ace-8, deuce-4 here on the river. Pedro with one of the worst hands he could have. This run out, thinking what can he get to fold? There are hands, right? The missed spades, there's missed jack-10, and it's going to be a ambitious ask. Ace-8, though, I mean, you got just a pure bluff catcher. You do beat jack-10, you do beat some spades. So kind of both interesting spots. Deuce-4, one of the literal worst hand you could have.
Yeah.
And ace-8, I mean, no jack, no 10, no spade. Definitely could consider calling there against the big blind there.
Yeah.
And space, suited ace, ace-7, ace-7 there on the button. Wardska, I don't know. I feel like he does have a little bit of. He's been pretty solid, but I think he's capable. I've seen him any spot that was kind of close. He's definitely not afraid. And Pedro just going to call it with jacks. Gets the king 8-3, rainbow ace-7 suited backdoor, nut flush draw, ace high, jacks in
Because
the
of
lead.
the ICM, you will see a lot of the time these flats.
Yep. King of clubs. Brings a flush draw, jacks here. Feeling probably pretty good. The king 8-3 doesn't see a bet. Now he does go ahead and bet.
I think against chip leader, I like better to 3-bet pre-flop. Again, I think chip leader will shove hands that we will dominate or be good against, like ace-4, ace-5 suit, 10s, 9s. So I really do like better to 3-bet and call it off. We are not like second in chips with chip leader or something. We are pretty close. All outside bang it, we are pretty close there. But we've seen Pedro flatting a lot in general. We've seen flatting ace king, we've seen flatting jacks. He seems to like playing post flop a lot.
Yeah, bang it. Kind of Nemeth, who's opening so much, again, changed a little bit with the stack size, but here again, ace-9, so short. Going to get outplayed after the flop sometimes just to put it in here, or he's thinking to call and then decide, but kind of tricky spot. Not so fun when you know you're kind of either way good or way behind. And if you do rip it in here, you're just going to be dead to some hands in really bad shape. But Bang It is considering the option chess clock. 15 minutes has 1 minute 50 seconds there. Thinking more here. Does call. Does have the ace of clubs. Both players with a club. Ace, queen, ace, 9. And Wayne options. Interesting decision. Could end up saving him his turn of life or finding a way to somehow win. I don't know
Yeah.
about his play.
I think against Andras, it's close. I'm not shoving ace-8, but ace-9, I think is fine because Andras will open fold a lot, but in the same time, he's not calling ace-4 offsuit, right?
To be fair, end up potentially got a little bit of a free roll. Could have been likely out there. Of course, we didn't see the run out club or a 9, but does dodge it. Does have 500K through the blinds here. 400, yeah, about 500 with the small blind out there. King queen suited going to open up. And space closing action. The 2 leaders will call king queen pre-boring flop for 6-9 suited. Just completely missed top pair. King kicker for Wardska. Going to bet, and that should do it there. We are going to see again 5. Well,
What
6.
infos we have on Wardska? Let's see.
What's that?
What infos we have on Wardska?
Not a ton. I mean, looks like it plays on GG. Wardska has got 2 million in earnings on GG, but never in the GGMillion. So first time here playing. I guess play some other stuff, maybe satellited in.
In season 3, he have 4 appearances, right?
Yes, never played before. 4 times. This is first cash. First time seeing him on the show.
Yeah. And 2 millions in winnings.
Yeah, looking pretty good today. Was in the shorter stack, now is in the tied for chip lead position here again, 6-handed. Bang it is going to be in a flip. Going to bang it in there with a ace queen to 9s. Going to be getting called from Pedro. This is a big moment. You got bang it on your team. Let's see, how are we looking on the you had Andras, I had Space and Ottomar, and you had bang it. You had
I have bang. And I have
Pedro too.
Pedro, yeah.
Yep. Okay, here we go. We're gonna see 5 ace queen, 2 9s, 9s in the lead. Flip, pretty pure one. See what happens. King 8 deuce. Ace queen needs help. Needs a jack, queen or ace. Picks up the Broadway on the turn. Needs some help here. Pedro is gonna get. Ooh, no. Clean. No, 3 across, no paint, 3, and bang it in there, hanging on. Didn't need to do anything other than hold it. That's what he did. And Pedro still 2 million. Another player just so creative, so active, kind of losing flips, still healthy. 2 million. Andras now a little bit shorter. 1.7 million. Certainly going to open the king 7 suited on the button. 22, 323 blinds. Going to open up, and not much else for players here. Wardska, is he thinking about getting out of line with the 10-8 off? Probably not, but hey, he's been quiet. He's got the chips now. He knows Andres opens a lot. Going to fold. Pedro going to fold as well. Seen a lot of 4-bets today. We saw a lot of 4-bets run into the top of the range with kind of airball, 4-bet hands right into the nuts, basically. As Space, Jack 10 suited going to get active again. Just sort of a theme today. Not a lot of people getting good quality starting hands, and another hand I'm just going to open and take down. So again, been a little bit light on the action of collisions, but been an exciting final table. Definitely seen some high level stuff, and as we say that, may get another flip here. Ace king and 9s in the big blind, and queen 10 suited, pretty looking hand too against chip leader opening. Space, though, again, a little more credit.
Yeah, but it's tough, out of position.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't mind shoving. I think it's a bit better if Andras opens or cutoff opens, and have some flatting range here with Jack 10 suit and Queen 10 suit against chip leader. But I don't think it's bad. That's for sure.
The other side of that is you might get, whatever, some stronger hands to fold that right. And here now, ace king is going to call. You're still alive. You're doing pretty well against ace king. Queen 10 suited, ace king. Can he get lucky? The jack 4
still doing good.
Still in there. Now less good. Needs 6 outs, 1 to come. Queen 10, or he will be your 6th place finisher. There's the king. GG goes for it. Liz Flower, also known as They're going to go out in 6th place. 5 remain. We'll cue the giveaway soon.
As
Space.
GPV, I think it's totally a standard shove, but in ICM scenarios, I think you want to have some flatting from small blind. So yeah, Jack 10 suit and Queen 10 suit, I prefer flatting mostly against space and start shoving against cutoff and hijack for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, well said. Makes sense, and it does. It's a game of inches, and did run into it there as we see a space with 5 million. Is it really going to be his 19th time at the final table and gets it done today? I just felt it. All the other times, I didn't really feel it. He was in second though. I think oftentimes he's like 6th, 7th, 8th, right? So being second, a little more reasonable.
But
ask.
Still made some money, some nice final tables. So
yeah, 19 is a lot. That is a lot. Queen Ace is going to open up here. Ward Scott will be playing. Let's see if it's going to be raising or just calling. I guess 5-handed, 20-some blinds. Yeah, most players, I think first under the gun, going to call. Let's see. Could get aggressive. He does have the chip lead, and that is a beautiful flop. Ace Jack off in the big blind. Gonna get a Ace 9 deuce. Pedro certainly going to see bet, depending on a 10 Jack. 10 Jack diamond, maybe keep firing. If not, might just slow it down. Ace Jack realizing likely either way good or way not. There's a diamond, a little interesting. Does have the Jack of diamonds, so that's kind of nice to reassure that the backdoor flush draw a little less likely would come home here is the case. And now does Pedro take that?
No point of betting. Yeah, just taking the equity. I think it's the best way to do it. You don't want to bet and get shoved on, right? You're losing your equity if you get shoved on. So yeah, I like to take my showdown value.
Well,
yeah, I'm really curious what he's doing if he gets shoved. But in the same time, Warska is blocking a diamond, so he might just call because of that. Because it's -1 diamond from the back, so that's good for Varska. In case Pedro have a flush draw, it's good to have a diamond. So I like Varska play.
Pedro would not. Pedro wouldn't call off the queen high flush draw if he got shoved on.
Yep, yeah. That's why I like to check back. We can't bet call, so we are losing equity when we bet fold. So I like checking back, deciding river if I bluff or not. If I miss, of course. We can be good with even a queen on the river, so Varska can have a 9, so we can catch a queen and we can win the pot even with a queen. I think Pedro bets because Varska can't really shove, right? He will mostly call. Andras with an open, of course, is 9. And bang it. Pretty marginal hand ICM wise. Yeah, I do like folding 6 deuce, 7 deuce, but not much. I mean, we can't fold suited hands for sure. Kings.
Another big hand with no one with much to do here. Pedro going to min raise and space not even a defendable hand, although covering. Going to give it up here. And yeah, it gets interesting here. We're getting to that point where it's sort of shaping up. We got Wardska and space very healthy, 2 short stacks, and then Andras Nemeth sort of in between there. It's just amazing the distribution today. Like it's literally like 5 hand, like not someone with a face card, like Jack and Queen. I mean, it's just like not Queen high even. It's really been like some opposite. I will say in the last month, there's been so many big, like crazy, like I've really seen the most action I've seen in a long time, and it's been very quiet today. So I guess I was due. We were due for some less premium.
You have space holdings. Also? Space is yours?
Yeah, that was my pick to win overall. That was my guy. I think he's
So I
Just
have
looking.
only I have Pedro and Andras.
Little light on
And
chips, but you got two good players.
And bang it.
It's true. A lot of hearts here. Queen deuce and 10-3
But you
suited.
have the two chip leaders, so I'm still not doing well. I have three guys, but still not doing well.
Yeah, this is where you see the difference in class, right? Andres, queen deuce suited, attacking the chip leader for a big raise. And then you got a guy like Wartska, chip leader is suited, 10-3 suited. Instead of getting to be the aggressor or get to check back, now he's on defense, even as the chip leader. And it's just kind of wild. Look at this, though. That's what I'm saying. I feel like this guy's a player, man. He showed, I could just tell, he's not afraid. That's an aggressive play.
Yeah. Yeah, it's putting a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, that's something that, you know,
Which is what you need to do as a chip leader, especially against a guy like Andres, that he's not stopping raising, you know, like he doesn't. He wants to fight, so he's a fighter for sure. People are saying in the chat that Portugal won against Czech.
I was sweating at the halftime. It was zeros, but did
It's last Euro for Ronaldo, so
yeah.
I'm looking forward to see him in future matches.
Yeah, I'm
They will
trying to
get
see.
through group, so we will see him. And at least 3 matches.
They scored. Oh, here we go. Look at these hands. Look at
They scored
this.
in 95 or so, yeah.
92nd minute. Yeah, it looks like 2-1. Pretty wild, sick game. Yeah, own goal as well. In the for the.
And now bang it in these positions. Oh shit. In the same time, what is Pedro range looking like here? What
He's
is
never
3
folding.
bet with?
He's never folding this.
I mean, yeah, for sure. It's
Wow. You get down to 5-handed. You get kings, jacks, blind on blind, button open, min 3-bet, need help, gets it, gets the jack on the flop, and now has to just pay to king. Pedro with 44,000 chips remaining, and bang it really did just that. Using that username in a big way, and that is a big get there for Bang It, who is now going to be back in the game. 3 of 5. Pedro's basically out the door, essentially all in here with ace king. I mean, ace 10 and ace 10, they're sharing a 10 all of a sudden. I mean, he's got a chance to get a little bit of chips back, but wow, what a moment there. Just smokes the jack. I mean, that's being on the wrong side of the right side of a cooler. You're coolered and then you get there, and that is a big EV hit right there. Wow.
Sick, yeah. Oh my god, so sick, so sick. Do you know who is doing this?
There's ElkY. ElkY's out there. Ace King, Ace 10. Spades are covered here, looking pretty good. He's got a fade of 10 or running straight. Both other players are sharing a card. And now, pretty good spot.
Just showdown, yeah. When someone is all in, you don't really want to bluff if it's not a bounty involved or something. Yeah, if you don't have a side pot, right? If it's not worth the side pot. And
bad river
at the same time,
for Pedro.
Yeah.
It's going to work out, but that scary looking board. 2 players there. Any 3 to the
ace 10, ace 10.
And everyone's got the ace. There's the 8.
Pedro can still do it. It's not dead yet, so.
No, he's not. He's Brazilian. He's got heart.
He should put it in here for sure. It's a king high against blinds and button. And Andras will call, of course.
Yeah, 442 favorite right now to be back in it. King 7, Queen 6. There's the queen. Now needs help. King needs a king. Actually, needs nothing. Drawing dead. That's a 0.
Him. Yeah.
The 2 pair came in there just in case.
Good game, Pedro.
Pedro, well played. Another, again, great Brazilian talent. Plays a lot of live. 8th on the money list all time in live poker and has a lot of results here. No title, though. We are going to have a new winner unless Andras can get his 4th title. Space looking for his first and 19 final tables. And then we got 2 relatively newcomers to GGMillion here today. Again, Belea, Razvan joins me. Jeff Gross for the GGMillion commentary, enjoying ourselves. He's in Romania. They got upset in the Euros, and I'm in France at the moment. We're both headed over to Vegas soon for the main and some other festivities. Hope to see everyone there. And we are going to play to a winner today with giveaways queued up here in a second. I will do that. And we do have my pin tweet, Jeff Gross Poker.
We didn't do so well in the last few years, like from era of Hagi. You remember Hagi, which was really great player, played for Barcelona, Real Madrid, you know. So from then we didn't do so well. We didn't have a generation like this, and now they are pretty good, and they are like a really team, you know. They're not playing for themselves. They are playing like a team.
That's great.
It's really nice to see that, yeah. And in the same time, they are making a good name for us, for the Romanians, because, as you know, we are not well seen by some parts of the world, you know. They are a bit, people are a bit racist when they hear Romanian or something, you know. They put us in a category, in another category. So it's really nice to see that.
That's awesome. Yeah, Euros are cool. It's fun. I mean, it's just great because so many
and
teams
everyone is coming together and partying, and yeah. If my son wasn't born at this time, I would go for sure to watch all the matches. It's
yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's also so many of the top teams in the world obviously come from this area. So even though it's not quite the World Cup, but it's not really missing that many, right? It's like Brazil, Argentina, USA, Mexico, a few others. It's not missing like most of the teams are.
It's Europe,
yeah.
Most of the, I mean, the great players are in Europe. The best players are in Europe. Always been like that. Most money in football are in Europe.
Yeah, it's
at least from what I know.
It's exciting, yeah. Saw some couple upsets already. It's been fun to watch. Been very fun to watch. I've seen a bit of the games. Yeah, I think it's 1 month, right? It's July 14th. It ends. It's like 1 month total. About
yeah. Every day matches now. Every day 3 matches. Today were 2.
Ooh, look at this. The 1v2 here. Gonna go ahead and put up the pressure. And Space has one of those kind of uncomfortable hands. Like he's probably thinking right now, I got 19 final tables. Do I go for it? Do I just fold here? You know, just fold. He's like, you know what? I'm in good
He's
spot.
trying to, I think he still needs to flat. I mean, you are button against big blind range. Vasca can have bluffs. You are in position. Like a lot. I see a lot of reasoning of flatting a jack, even in ICM considerations, because of the in last 4. So you need to think in ICM scenarios as people bust, the ICM drops, right? So when you get closer to the first place, you need to play for the first place. So I like to play aggressive, especially in last 4, because there you can make a difference. You can either win it or game 3 or whatever.
Yeah, it's a great point. And again, keyword is out now for $50 or $100. Hit the thumbs up and then type in GGPoker space Belea space your GGPoker username. Good luck to everyone for that giveaway. It'll be a $50 cash GG ticket or a $100 tournament GG ticket, and that will be dependent on who wins. If Bang It wins or Nemeth, Andras Nemeth, it will be 50. If Space or Wardska win, it'll be 100. So it's looking like 100 right now. Looking like 100. Still a lot to play for. I don't know. It could be. I mean, Nemeth can't count Nemeth out. Can't count him out. Bang it also running, hit that jack, magical jack. He's
By the way, Belea in Romanian means trouble.
Oh really?
Yeah. In English
That's interesting.
translated, yeah, it's trouble.
What your parents what they just thought they were giving you a fun name there. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
It's my family name. Is so it's like my grandpa and my ex-grandpa, like
Yeah.
everyone making troubles in this family.
Yeah, that's interesting. I did not know that. Some Miss Botez from Romania, Daniel obviously Romania roots as well. She's with GG and
And
chess
Botez,
superstar. And
Botez means baptize. When you baptize a kid,
okay.
Botez in Romanian, that's what it means.
So you guys could never have been together. That's too wild of a too opposite of the spectrum names. You're a troublemaker and she's doing good Lord's work there. That's interesting. I'm learning stuff every day. That is interesting. Translations. Yeah. Are you pretty much Romanian full blown, or do you have a lot of like your
Yeah.
23andMe, your heritage? Have you ever like are you from all over the world, or are you mainly Romanian?
No, mainly Romanian, yeah, mainly.
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
Oh wow. Well,
I mean, maybe some Bulgarians roots or something.
that 23andMe is pretty incredible. How you get to see like I look at my stuff and it's like I mean for USA is a lot more, I think, spaced out, right? There's a lot more sort of it's not just pure usually. You have a lot of kind of mix.
But you're still living in Brazil now, no? Like
No, I live in Miami. My wife's
in
Brazilian.
Miami.
Yeah, yeah,
You're right. Okay.
yeah. But I'm American. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was born in America. My family, I got a lot of European roots. Yeah, but 5, 6, and 6, 7. Both players betting their gutters. Well, they're straight draws, I should say. Gut
Open
shot for
ender
Nemeth,
and
open
gutter
ender,
and
and
folding an
Nemeth
open
gonna.
ender because, yeah, it's only one card to come, so it's pretty hard to get there. Also, Warska will just need to conserve his stack here, putting pressure on bigger stack. This is what is my approach here. I want to keep Andras shortish, putting a lot of pressure on space, on bang it. This is what I like to see in a final table. For me to be chip lead here and the others with handcuffs.
Bang it, finds it. Gonna find a big hand. King 8. I'm sorry, Ace 8 versus Kings. Bang it. Trying to think what to do. I mean, sub about 19 bigs. Wartska gets a nice hand. I mean, four-handed on the button to open, and there comes the 3-bet. Who do you like to win it? Who's your pick? Wartska, 2 million in earnings, 5 million chip leader space. Can he get it the monkey off his back and get it done? 4 million. Nemeth, the most experienced, shortest stack, and Bang it, kind of a wild card, running hot, but has some chips again, 20 bigs.
I'm rooting for my guy for Nemeth, or my neighbor.
Yeah. Well, yeah, bang it would save you some moolah too. You got him. He could win it. We got two guys. Space. I mean, this is a mixed bag here.
Mexico.
I think it's wide open. It's wide open. Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see here.
Drop that like button, guys. It's not costing anything.
Wow, 3-4 suited in there.
Warska is doing some tricks with his bottom of the suited hands from what we've seen. He didn't 3-bet middling suited. He 3-bet only his bottom of his suited range. Or playing his bottom of the suited, yeah. More aggro. Andras. He's really battling, even against chip leader. He's not going anywhere. I really like Andras' style.
Yeah, agreed. Just put the tweet in. $50 cash giveaway. Link above, and also the giveaway. GGPoker space Belea space your GGPoker username. That is a $50 or $100 giveaway. So 2 giveaways live right now. 2 giveaways in the air, playing to a winner, big names, big prizes, same old GG Million. This is just a treat. Again, episode 56, season 2024. This is my warm-up for the World Series of Poker. I get one more in before the main, one more show, and then go right to it.
That's really nice, to see some plays like that.
Yeah, that's just feels right? Make the final table, the main, something exciting, good run, bring some joy. It'll be right around the time of the Euro final. Maybe Romania makes it deep.
Yeah, that's what. Maybe we can watch a match together there or something.
Yeah.
But in the same time, I think the hours are pretty different. Like.
Oh, ace 9 king queen. This is
For example,
close
now it's 7 in the morning or something.
No.
No?
It's right now in Vegas. No, it's 2 p.m. Oh wow, he's gonna call 3.5 million. Andras gets it in the head. It has been bang its day. Gonna hit the flop. Needs some help to continue. Or Nemeth is gonna be out in 4th. River card does have some outs. Needs a 10 or an ace. It's not an ace, and it doesn't look like a 10. That is gonna be GG, and bang it goes for it. 3.5 million. We got a 3-horse race right now. The podium is set. There is Nemeth out. Chip leaders start 4th to finish, adding to that impressive resume, 6 million live lifetime earnings, and also about 20 million on GG. So pretty impressive. Everyone happy. And Bang It is using all the gifts, feeling the love there, using it right there, feeling good. 4 million. He is in 2nd, basically tied versus Wardska from the 5 million chip leader stack here. Wow, that was a.
And now everyone is there.
We got
Suddenly everyone is there.
Match. We've got a pretty even match.
Do you have a preferred restaurant in Vegas or something?
I have a few I like that are cool, like Kabuto off the strip, sushi spot, Raku, sort of not like the ones that are on the strip. I mean, I love Thai food as well, so there's a couple cool Thai spots. But yeah, in terms of like on the strip, like in the hotels, there's also some great restaurants, but the yeah, I mean, we got a bunch. I'm hoping to get a couple. I got a couple dinner tickets from you, so I got a few places to go, and hopefully one more today. But what about you? Anything you love? I like a lot. At Aria, there's some good spots. I like some.
Yeah, I like at Win as well. They have some good sushi as well there. They have the buffet that it's amazing in the morning.
Yeah, Space gonna capitalize here, gonna make a very nice hand, and up to 4.7, little separation. Bring It got excited. Bang It, I'm sorry, Bang It brought it with the bluff. Didn't have the wherewithal, didn't get it through there, but is still in it. Giving the golfer claps, happy to get his top 3 finish locked up. Nice score.
It's my 2nd time in Vegas, so and last time I've been only for 2 weeks, so I'm not familiar with a lot of places. That's why I asked you if you have some good recommendations, but we meet there and see.
Yeah, I got a bunch of spots, bunch of spots.
I like to try some Brazilian. I never eat Brazilian food like in a proper Brazilian restaurant. We don't have in Bucharest proper Brazilian with the meat that is coming, that you cut it from.
Yeah, it's Vegas is a special place. It's a perfect place to come for a little bit, you know. I think being there for 6 weeks or living there would be challenging, not just because like, oh, it's crazy, but just, the weather, and it's so much like it's very you're in
Yeah,
your face, like on the strip. But to come for a week or couple weeks or a few days it's a special place. Yeah, it is special.
value
Wow, gonna
bet
go for the
2 week spot because the bluff will do the same. So he needs to value bet with,
wow.
and he got the value. Yeah,
Wow. Wow. I'm telling you, this guy Wardska plays well, man. He really seems
yeah.
to play
So this
well.
is
Understand.
about taking maximum values from the hands. This is what some people are doing better than others. Taking some. I believe most of the people will try to take pots or something. He used 2x pots, so he took 2 times than the majority of population. Nice hands.
Very nice hand. Yeah, that was great. Great execution. There we go. Jack 4 suited chip leader, likely going to keep the pressure on here. Does so. And
Defending.
space. I mean, Belea, I got to tell you, I'm a little bit concerned for him that this could be another non-win. I mean, just sort of separating now from Wardska. Wardska
Yeah.
seems to be
You
playing
have
very
both. You
well.
have Varsky and space, huh? Yeah.
Yeah,
So sick.
yeah.
How can I beat you? I mean,
It's it's not easy. I gotta say, I know I'm a experienced picker. I know the players. It is a bit unfair, the advantage, I
yeah,
think. I know a few other
yeah,
extra guys, running good here, but that's
yeah.
okay. We only go to a Michelin 2-star.
You know the guys behind the computer.
Yeah, you're up against a lot. You're up against a lot
Yeah.
to win here, but it can happen. Hold on, give me 1 sec, Belay. Carry the action for me for 1 sec.
Sure. Romania, Romania. I can do anything now. I'm alone here. Hello, my Romanian friends. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm Belea Razvan, co-host of tonight's show.
Got
Hopefully,
a
we'll
good
have
ring
a
to
great
it.
time.
Co-host. There we go. My man,
I'm
Belea in the building. This is
a regular here now.
yes, you are. Yeah, we're gonna see you in the GG Lounge in Vegas. That's for sure. That's a nice
Yeah.
place to be. The Platinum Lounge. Gonna be a crowded WSOP. What do you think the main event will get? What's your prediction for the main for entries?
Again, I think it will be record breaking. Close to 11,000.
Yeah, I think 10-5 feels right.
Yeah.
Bang it. Is he gonna? I don't. Is he just? I mean, he doesn't really have full equity. I don't think he's gonna. He's got his shot clock down to 3. No, he's not gonna take that one. Does get
He
out of the way.
he needs, yeah, his pressure is growing now. He got a lot of pressure on his head. No time. Let's see Varska with an open maybe. Open fold, 10-5. 2.5 or something. Yeah. Limp
Okay,
folding seems fine also.
Bang it's
Come on,
had
bring
quite a
it.
ride though. Bang it's gonna feel good about the top 3 if he somehow does not go further. his previous best score was, 58K in GG Millions. Played a couple cashes, 300. He has the lowest earnings out of anyone in this tournament, in the final table. 300,000 total earnings on GG. A little confused who it's on. Yeah, he's rocking Mexico. Okay, so there we go. 10-5. Gonna limp in now, take a shot, and this is gonna work.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Yeah, Wordska's just sort of. Just feels dangerous.
Is doing it. Yeah.
Really doing it.
He played pretty good. He took maximum value when he needed to. He took that maximum value also against Andras. With King Queen against Queen Jack there. Now I would love to see a raise. Come on, yes. 7 deuce, never lose. What they say. 9-4. Tens will take it down, I guess. At the best spot with 9 BBs behind to defend Jack 7. In the same time, you need to do something because you're getting blind out. If not, Queen 10 defending.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. In the same time, he needs to play pretty careful in this spot because
I think Ward's is going to go
super
big.
Short.
Yeah, I think he's going to really. It's such a great flop for jacks, right? I think he's just going to start bombing it on like a deuce or a.
And spades will have a lot of the time a 10 or an 8 here, right? Or some. 10 and 8 especially. I like that he decided to lead here, space, because on an 8 again, big blind have more 8s, so he needs to have a leading range. And I think it's close between blocking, something like 10%, or checking. Yeah, I like 10% here. And Warska will just call 100% of the time.
You think he's always calling? I would think I think most of the time, but I guess that that particular river, the flush
the king, against one, it's 120K into 1.5 million.
Yeah. All right, guys, I will give, and girls, going to give you a chance to hit the giveaway. Still hit that thumbs up. 132 of you so far, and you are going to win either 50 or 100. Looks like 100, but not guaranteed. That would be pretty incredible if Bang came back from the, call it, 11, 12 million chips to his 700,000. But hey, seen crazy things happen. It's not over yet. Going to likely be a $100 giveaway, and the Twitter is there. Going to announce the winner again. $50 cash giveaway. Good luck to all as we see the chips for Wurtzka. I don't know, Spaceman starting to get a little away from him. Belea, I was he's getting a little far now.
Yeah, but anyway, I have only banked it, so you win anyway.
No, I know, but I'm saying for himself, 19 times, 19 final tables.
Yeah.
He had the moment. He folded the ace jack off right when he got 3-bet. He could have peeled that one. That was probably the spot that he could have taken. Right?
9 deuce. Maybe defend. Or 3-bet as well. We've seen that Varska likes to 3-bet a lot of suited. bottom of his range.
That was the that was the moment, right? The when he folded the ace jack, he got 3-bet by 8-4 suited.
Yeah, yeah.
Small raise, limp here even, I guess small raise, or he said whatever, shove. He's got 4-5 blinds. I guess he probably should limp or min raise, but whatever.
Yeah, he will shove quite a lot of hands, so maybe it's a bit better to limp, to be honest. You're still getting in, get it in on most of the board, so just try to catch the big blind with a pair there or something. Now, let's see space, what he's doing. Because it's some ICM.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, just flatting because that guy have only 3 big blinds, so it's difference of 40...
47.
47, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. And then that match is going to be a big one too, almost 59,000 for the next one. But here, let's see if 6-7 gets to go crazy with just a pure gutter.
I think he should, because it's bottom of his range. In the same time, you can't check and hopefully to get there or something. So you can still target a 5 to fold. A 9 will have a tough time, especially against this size. So yeah, I think we should bluff this one and bet. And on most rivers, we just shove it in. It's huge pressure on space. He can't do anything at this point. When you're about to win 47,000, just by folding mostly, because most of the time Bankit will bust before him. Even in this spot, I don't mind just folding, you know, because Varska will put a lot of pressure. I will just raise here any 2 in this spot. I think it's really great spot because space, it's very hard to be balanced when he's limping here.
Right. Yeah, and then
So
you raise and then bang it, either he's just going to fold or like even puts it in, you double him up, it doesn't even matter. And then, yeah keep putting pressure.
I still want to, even if I double bang it, I still put pressure on the second in chips. So that's really nice, you know. At this time, I don't care if bang it doubles or not.
Wow, 4 hits the pair and then doesn't get to get it in. He is.
Yeah, I would have just go on the flop, you know. You have gut shot, you have a 4, just ship it in on the flop. You have only 2 blinds behind. No point of waiting for other spot.
Yeah, everyone's got an 8. Queen 8, 6-8 actually the best flop. Is there a world where he bluffs off on the side? I don't know. It's only 42K. Somehow Queen 8 could win. Queen 8 in bad shape here. Oh, here he goes. Oh yeah, I guess there you go. He's got that working for him now. Needs a
not this time.
Not gonna be there. I think we are gonna be heads up here as a knockout for
heads up for the title.
Ryan asking.
It's first time when it's first time when they hit when space it's in the heads up. He took second place before?
I gotta believe out of 19 he's been heads up before. I can't remember, you know, and I don't everyone there's sometimes where the GGMillion is not on, or this is like old, there's from past seasons way long ago, so I'm not positive on that, but I would imagine he's been heads up before a few times. But yeah, and the question from Ryan asking if either one of us is swapping or selling for the main event. Do you swap at all out there?
I sold a bit. I sold a bit.
5s and ace-6 almost could have been on the all-in right there. I'm going to announce the winner here. Give you guys another second to hit the to hit the thumbs up and enter in the giveaway. And kings to king 6. This is got a problem potentially, although it's a limp and maybe just folds to the raise. So I usually swap. I swap a couple in the main. I don't sell for the main, but I'll put up on stake kings once in a while, something for fun too. But the main's just too special. You know, some other events I like to do that, but the main's just like, you know, there's nothing like it. It's just too good.
Yeah, for sure.
King 7, 7, 8. Big blind, still doable, still some play. I mean, space is short, but is going to I mean, he's not looking good for the win. I'll say that. It's definitely not looking good right now, but see if he can get a little bit of. All right, it's always like that. Heads up, one double starts getting pretty even. Ace, queen, king 4. He is got his work cut out for him. Ace, queen. I think this is one of the trickiest hands to play. Just always hard.
Yeah, especially on this board against big blind.
Checks back. King 4, a little bit of an open name to maybe take a shot, although king 4 high, you get checked back, makes you think your opponent has a bit of showdown. Yeah. You don't have any sort of whatever, just sort of checking and likely gonna. You kind of know you're not good though, right? Like, because your opponent would bluff. That's
you have so many other hands to bluff. You don't really want to bluff king high also. You have 8x, you have 9x.
Oh, this could be. This could
be the end.
Well, I was gonna limp though.
I think if he limps, I think he will limp shove it in most of the time.
So, I think this is just going in. We're going to see a 4-1 for a title here. We're going to have a new champion potentially as well. Either way, we're going to have a new champion. It could be on this hand. Wardska trying to take down spaces. 19th final table. Kings to 3s. Needs to fade the turn and river. The turn is clean. 4.55%. We have a new champion today. It's a 4 out of 3, and that is it. Space will come second. So close. 19 final tables. No wins. First win there for Wardska. Congrats to you, my friend from Austria. A very well played final table. Honestly, very impressive from this player here. 2 million in GG earnings, super GG millions, not so much. And we have been introduced to a new tough player there. Belea, tell me your thoughts from today.
Yeah, amazing final table as always. We've seen some great plays, some great folds. Even some out of line opens, and we've seen the best what we can see. Hopefully we can see each other in Vegas. I mean, we are seeing it for sure, but maybe you can come to say hi to me and Jeff. Until then, all the best.
I appreciate it. I know it's late. I know you have I know you are celebrating. You guys won a big Euro match. I know you do have a very young boy, about a month old. So very exciting time for you.
I need to go to make some milk now.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna be playing. I don't think you're a guy that you're gonna be playing very focused at the World Series. It's tough at your table to see you again. EPT Paris champion from just a few years back, winning 7 figures in that tournament. A very talented player. We appreciate the time today, and we got to see some world class stuff as well. Andras Nemeth was your chip leader. Came in first, finished 4th. Some other great players, 2 players, including Andras and Ottomar. And Ottomar, we have had an absolutely awesome final table. Appreciate you guys so much. I will see you the next show from Vegas, and we will have more GG Millions even during the WSOP. So I'll see you guys out there, and very safe travels to you, my friend. Appreciate all you guys. Congrats to everyone in the giveaways today. Cheers.
All the best.
Have a great day.
See ya.